Let them load up.
But I don't condone it. And the silence falls over the room.
They're,
You guys
Say
are
one
wrong
line.
on so many levels. Just
yeah, I guess we're
wrong.
logged up now.
I would say it'd be
Going
a
over 6
slapper, but I can't slap with these.
We gotta go live and
Hey.
go with the V's.
I'm
You
going
can
right
look
up.
like somebody beat the shit out of you.
The phone is hooked up to the speaker.
Howdy ho, people!
No.
It's Buzz Live.
If Mike Tyson
We're
beat you
here.
up, you wouldn't be living, right?
Happy, joy, people.
Woo! We need some intro music.
Even everybody.
Yay.
I got
No.
peach cherry.
We don't have a house band? There's no house band?
No.
No house band.
This isn't the.
This is not the
We
area.
had one, but they suck.
Let them load up
Shotgun
here.
better, right?
Yeah, Shotgun
we
Better
fired them.
was the house
We
band.
fired them.
Turns out they're not any better.
So we're going with shotgun worse now.
Shotgun can't get any worse.
All right, guys. The camera's over there, so you can watch up here. You can watch yourself. Can you see there? Can you?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You see that far?
Making sure.
We gotta use hand signals before the
Yeah,
camera
right. It's like smoke signals and shit.
Would you just turn to Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah, right.
11024.
I can 1024 see you guys.
I saw a good.
Unless you get bit by a mosquito, then
I
it's
saw.
gone.
I saw a good one today.
Everybody checking in, loading up.
Bought a white.
Just hang tight, guys. We're just kind of gearing up
So far,
here,
we
and
got Ike, we got
we're all here
Drew,
together. So
Lori.
hang tight.
Kevin's watching.
Coco's here.
Coco's here. Coco's here, and Coco's here.
Wait.
Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs.
What you
He's here and he's here.
Said some fuckers.
Everybody checking in. Coco, like you chiming in.
Kevin was the
Trying to stay
Drew is
incognito.
Hello.
waiting for us.
Didn't work.
No.
Well, it's,
Sailors, there you go. Make your
Oh, shit.
jerky.
Hey,
Here's
yeah.
the remote for the speaker.
gotta
Make your
right
jerky
now,
call.
after.
I gotta make fun of Jake from State Farm.
You gonna make fun of him?
Yeah, you gave me beef jerky, but not Mike Sailor's beef jerky.
Oh, what the hell, Jake?
Oh.
Really?
That's
Man.
grounds for
State Farm, you're in trouble.
demerits.
Damn, no more khakis for him.
No more khakis for him.
Would that be what he uses for his car?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Nick?
Jay's coming live from Mad
What
Max
did
2,
you say
so
when we
that's
saw
cool.
him?
Oh, could you get any more?
Wake up, fuckers.
Could you get any more Westchester?
Yes.
Yes,
Westchester.
Yeah, you
got the
remember?
television.
Did you, oh, you
Maybe.
weren't there yet when State Farm was there. At Chesapeake Ed. In his khaki shorts and his Hawaiian shirt.
Jesus.
That sounds like him.
That's bad.
We should go off.
I turned it off to reset it, and then
Oh,
He
okay.
broke it.
and
I can do it.
Technical difficulties.
tech difficulties.
No, that's all
Technically,
right.
it's not difficult.
We're all just hanging out.
Big ass fingers. Should have wiped the lube off after you were done.
You're hanging alive.
This will be the first and last time of the appearance of Matt.
Oh, come on. You're just mad because I'm getting you.
That's
For
funny.
once.
I saw
See,
that
we
light
got a
up.
battle between the admins.
Should come up.
There it is.
There you go.
Ah, I just
Battle
turned it
of
off
wits,
again.
Nick's unarmed.
I turned it off and turned it on.
Nice.
That's about as quick as Matt. They're going in.
What's up,
Turn on and
everybody?
off, Exactly.
Newman said.
What did you
Matt's
say
gonna
about
break the
Sailor's
camera.
Jerky? We had just logged on.
Jeez, come on, Dan.
One of our esteemed colleagues, Jake from fucking State Farm, decided to provide Miles here, barring that his fucking jaw isn't shut, wired shut. He got him some beef jerky, and it was not Sailor's beef jerky, so we're ribbing on fucking Jake from State Farm.
What
with
the
his
fuck,
khaki
Jake?
ass pants.
Boo.
Jake. Demerits getting ridden up.
Your insurance just went up.
So
Put that in your
just-
khakis and smoke it.
just goofing.
So did theirs, but hey.
Not mine.
What's up, guys? Hey, we're just letting it load up a little bit here, just kind of hanging out. And the Nick cam's back.
There he is.
So,
Uncle Fester. Put a light bulb
everybody
in your
checking in.
Wow.
mouth. Put a
checking
light bulb
in.
in your mouth there, Uncle Fester.
Some ugly
Some
fucking
ugly
dudes.
fucking dudes.
You don't need a better
You guys
TV,
can see what
actually.
these cats are saying
Yeah,
up
yeah.
there. You can see Kenny saying, checking in, and
Some bitch turned on and off.
Get
Hey,
away,
watch out for
you
that little
crippled
finger.
dudes.
yeah, crippled. Not so much ugly, just crippled, jacked up.
If you put a light bulb in your mouth, does it light up, Nick?
No, I stick one in my ass though.
Like
Like,
Uncle
Yeah, that's
Fester?
We got a little not so clear here to someone
Got both
might
Sailors.
recognize that one. I'm not mentioning any names, Mike Farmer.
We're going to get mine.
We got some beers we're gonna try out this evening. Haven't brought down our parting shot yet. Haven't brought out our parting shot yet, but that'll be for later. So
So we want to talk about, I guess the issue we had last week on Wednesday.
yeah, we want to kind of recap that and everything. We asked, I guess, just to catch everybody up. He's been under a rock and not in 6B land for a little while. Our buddies Miles and Mike over here, they were involved in a little crash 'em up derby last week.
That's
And,
You might want to turn that ringer
yeah,
off.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, please mute your phone there, caller.
Sorry.
He's a little hurt from his injury, so we're letting him
Gotta cut him a
letting him
break.
cut a little slack. But now these two cats, they were friends of ours. They were involved in an accident last week together, riding up from a night out, and had a little crash 'em up, and it was touch and go. We all ran over to the hospital as soon as we heard about it, and kind of hung out for a while. Nick stayed most of the night, actually through the night into the morning, so he was on guard 12 hours in case something was needed to be relayed to the group and to us. And
Just in case if Miles died,
that's right.
Yeah.
He's there to perform CPR.
which I thought he did.
Satan's in the house.
So, but yeah, we just want to bring these guys in. We're happy to have them sitting next to us, not laying in a fucking hospital room somewhere, which is cool. That's it's good to see them back. So, but that brought us to the conversation, what we wanted to do and talk about a little bit, and we thought about motorcycle safety, just kind of common sense stuff, procedure, protocol, if you will, what to do in case you're involved in an accident, you run up on an accident, you witness it in general. So we got a lot of guys that ride on the page, a lot of girls that ride on the page. Everybody rides together, everybody rides individually. You never know what the hell you're going to run into out here, literally and figuratively, unfortunately. So just saw a couple bikes go down yesterday, thankfully. The one guy, I want to say his name was Battles. Kid was looked like he's T-boned down in Middletown, so sport bike. But I saw pictures of him giving a thumbs up and smiling, so that was a good thing. But that kind of brought us to the attention. We wanted to talk about it a little bit. I figured we bring these guys in and just kind of show that they're real, they're good. We weren't making anything up. These guys were jacked up, and it was a pretty hairy 24 hours there for them, and for us too, to be honest. But so.
And the reason why the guy that got into an accident a couple days ago is good is because he was wearing gear.
He was wearing gear, that's right. And that's one of those just top of the head common sense thing is gear. You know, a lot of guys and girls like to ride without it. You know, Delaware, no helmet law. You know, Maryland, helmet law. PA, no helmet law. And we got a lot of guys on the page that are involved, and girls that they're involved in safety and all these things, and so we think it'd be something cool to discuss. So if you guys want to chime in with something, Nick's over here manning the screen. We've got it up on top here. We can see it as well. We got the Buzz Live line. You guys want to call in and talk? That's fantastic. Maybe share an experience, share a learning lesson that you went through, either involved in an accident or witnessed one. You know, so we'd like to discuss that too. 357-0980. You guys want to call in? Hey, why not? Let's try. We're wired for sound tonight. We got the big sound bar in here, so should be clear volume.
Yeah, we got a
good
couple
discussion.
couple extra extension cords.
Yep, couple
duct-
power strips. The
some duct
meter
tape.
outside screaming.
Couple of trip hazards.
Some shit Matt already tripped over.
It's trip hazards. Come
We
on.
got 4 of the 5 admin
Coaches
team
come
in
in.
the house. We got Nick, as always, over here with me. Bobby, Matt in the back here.
For the last time.
Yeah, Matt's he's on a 90-minute
This is a
trial.
This is a
Temporary.
limited
Temporary, yeah.
exposure.
All right.
Yeah.
Move on.
But got Coco, one of my oldest friend, not figuratively,
And he's
not
a little
literally,
short-handed.
figuratively. So now I've known Coco since I was like 5 years old. So I've known him 43
Coco.
years, 44 years.
What's
So
up?
Miles, Mike, and Coco are here. So you guys want to chime in? Let's discuss it. But obviously, gear. You know, summertime's coming. Is it full face, 3/4,
Well,
peanut? I mean, what are your thoughts?
I mean, all right. So it's cool to have a half helmet. I mean, I know it's, if it's 100 degrees outside,
You're right.
you're gonna sweat.
Novelty, or are you talking DOT?
Well, I don't care if it's
in general.
I don't care if it's DOT or not.
Right.
it's 100 degrees outside or 120 degrees outside.
Right.
If you get into a wreck, you got a half helmet. I don't give a shit if it's DOT or if it's whatever.
Right.
A half helmet. What are you going to do without your chin?
Right. No,
Are
it
you
protects so much.
going to sweat without your bottom jaw?
Right.
Could be a whole
Fucking-
lot quieter, that's for sure.
Put a hell of a lot put a helmet on. I mean, I wear a. You've seen my helmet. It's
Oh, yeah.
It's got the open.
Right.
It's kind of like a retro look, but
Yep.
at least it protects your chin.
That's right.
And I mean, do you want to be feeded by a fucking straw for the rest of your life?
Right. Right.
Put a fucking helmet on.
Sure. I wear a peanut. That's my, I got a full face for wintertime.
Yeah.
But I wear a peanut. It's I got novelty and I got DOT approved. DOT approves a little less comfortable, but hey, it's kind of one of those safety first thing.
Yeah, I mean, I look at
I'm
it
thinking about
as
strapping it on a few more times this year than I normally would, as
Yeah.
opposed to the peanut helmet. So it crosses your mind, like you said, something hits home like this, and you start thinking, I've been riding without that damn thing, and unfortunately, Miles, he was. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. He was not wearing a helmet, and I don't know what you hit with your head. Was it the pavement? Did the bike? I mean,
Bars.
combination, the bars.
Bars, yeah,
Yeah,
devil area.
right.
But I was a dumbass, forgot to wear my helmet.
Did you have it on you, like on your elbow, or is it on the bike?
It was in the bag.
Oh, it's in the bag. Oh, that's right. You got the bag or the right.
and it didn't
Yeah.
protect that bag, did
He
it?
would have been fine if his head was in the bag.
Bag was okay.
right.
Bag
Yep.
made it alright.
So
Bag
yeah,
was right.
Miles didn't have a helmet. You can
His
see
brain
he
was
got
in
pretty
the bag,
jammed up. I
he
don't
may as well
know.
have had his head in there with it.
Yeah, there was some pictures floating around Facebook. He posted them as well, so it's not like we were putting shit up there that wasn't sanctioned kind of thing. But yeah, he got pretty jacked up, and it was. But I gotta say, I walked into triage. I was probably second one at the hospital, I believe, behind another gentleman, and his eyes were swollen up and closed, but he was cognizant. He knew my voice, didn't see me. I'm assuming. I figured he couldn't say anything, especially I came up on his left side, and that was really swollen up. So, but he was cognizant. He knew my voice. He was able to communicate with me, which is good because you never know when you're going to walk into something like that and hear a head trauma, and you're like, oh my god. And I've seen a little bit of that in my life, and it's crazy. But like I said, he was resting, and once they got the pain under control, it was settled in for him. Mike on the other hand, he was laying in the hallway there, and he was pretty jammed up. Knee jacked all the way to the bone, right?
Yeah. Fractured kneecap.
Fractured kneecap.
Torn all the way to the bone on my left knee. Road rash on the right one.
Right.
But
You got a lot of road rash
scratch on
too,
his
right?
face.
Yeah.
Rash on my
No,
stomach.
We try to help.
all this was there before.
Yeah, right.
He's
This is
ugly
all coming
before.
back.
Yeah,
He's ugly before.
yeah, I can't help it.
But that's the difference between full gear and no gear.
True. You had a flannel on?
I had, on top, I had beater, t-shirt, flannel, hoodie,
So
Right.
nothing, and nothing.
and
Right.
gloves on the hands,
Yeah.
jeans on the pants.
Second,
Mike had
broke
gloves
through.
on too, right? And your
Yeah.
elbows got all fucked up.
Yeah, tore right through my
Yeah, it tore right through the gloves. I mean, he's got 7 stitches, I think I counted there.
stitches there.
Yeah, so he,
No, they were just mesh gloves, right?
Yeah, I wasn't wearing my leathers.
yeah, it's not cold season, so you're not
Yeah.
really gearing up like you would with the
Well,
heavy leather,
I had something,
Yeah.
full jacket, armor protection,
Something's better than nothing because it
I
could have been a whole lot
I
worse.
always wear my full gear for the most part,
Right. But that brought us to the point of, if you're out there on your own, what do you do? Do you carry information on you, in your wallet, on your person? Is it attached to you? I mean, do you lose your wallet? What the hell, what goes on there? So Matt, he went out and got this Road ID.
Cochrane.
It's got this Road
It's a little
ID,
short
which
for
is actually really cool. And it's a little wristband here, and you can cut it to size. It's got your name, your address, contact information.
Does it?
And,
Can you put your insurance information on that too? Or
The
no?
two things that are important with that is number one, it has the person that you want contacted when you're found.
emergency contact.
And then it also has a phone number on it that attaches to your medical information. Like I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I'm going to put all that information in there, and I'm going to attach it to that phone number so that if somebody ever if I'm ever down somewhere, they can use that Road ID identification to find who to contact, what my medical information is, and what other things are going on. Say I'm separated from my wallet. Say I'm separated from my phone. Who do you contact? Well, that'll
Right.
be on my wrist, and people will know.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 gift certificates in there for $35 that I'm going to be raffling off.
Yeah, so we got these guys here. We're going to do a little something with later. 2 $35 gift certificates, and I think that covers the cost of the ID.
Costs are one of those.
So we got 2 of these, and we'll cover the cost to outfit 2 of you out there, and we'll figure something out with that here shortly. Does this attach to an app? Is it just through a website? You get it and it's done?
No, it's a phone number. It's an 800 number.
Okay.
This company's got thousands of 800 numbers.
800 number. All right.
If you look on that road ID, it's got a 800 number on the bottom.
In case anybody wants it, it says 800 345 6336. 800 345 6336. Website is help at, oh, excuse me, I guess that'd be their email. Help at roadid.com. ROADID.com. So check them out. I'm pretty intrigued. I think I'll be contacting and looking into that.
Is it something you just connect to your wrist?
There's actually a post on the page for it. Fran Warmer posted it on some of the discussions we had about what to do with ID. You guys take a look at the post that we had about the doing the contact spreadsheet that we were thinking about doing. Well, somewhere within that conversation, Fran had brought up that he uses Road ID, and I looked at it and said, "This is really cool." I went out there and took a look, and I said, "For $35, let's take a flyer." And then I went and bought it, and then they offered a couple gift certificates for a discount, $25 per for
Right.
a $35 gift certificate. I went and got 2, figured we could raffle them off
Sure.
and use them as a fundraiser.
Right. Oh, they're cool.
From that perspective, I mean, it's a decent thing, and also Mike Allen was talking about first responders
Yes.
knowing about it and all that other kind of stuff. It's kind of like a medical alert bracelet,
Right.
but it's not. It's not medical alert. It's just it's a little bit different. But
And that's a good point because we got Mike All and my buddy Jester. I've known him probably 20, 25 years now, if not a little more. EMT. We got a lot of EMTs, got a lot of fire, a lot of first responders on the page. So you guys come across this stuff way more than we do. I don't know how you do it. You do God's work. We see the posts and things like that. So you guys know more than most about what to do with that. So we really appreciate everything you guys do, keeping our boys safe and our friends and everybody safe on the streets.
Can we just pause this for a second?
Yeah.
We just seen that Jake from State Farm is actually watching
Yeah.
right now. So
Just now watching.
if you want to just rehash what we talked about,
Jake from State Farm, listen.
West Charm, West. I'm sorry, West.
Report to the
Chester,
office. Jake from State Farm, please report to the office.
Blue polo short wearing pink.
Pink tie, some shit.
No, he's wearing a pink button-down shirt.
Button-down shirt, that's
with
nice.
Blue
Is he working?
polo shorts.
God.
Jake is probably awful.
So I'm sorry. What was the issue there, Jake?
Somebody said they ruined a perfectly good dick when they put ears on him. What?
He gave me Jack's
Anyway.
beef jerky and
Don't
not
talk
like
about
Sailor's
Nick that
beef.
way.
Who is it? Jack's Links?
Yeah.
Jake, we do not eat Jack's Links in this group. We eat Sailor's crack jerky.
Crack jerky.
I have some of that upstairs. We'll probably be bringing down and sharing with some friends here later. But come on, man!
Because we
You know you got to
we're
hook
gonna
up that
jerk
Sailor's
and get
crack.
miles.
Mike Saylor, Elizabeth Saylor, those guys, they do some great stuff with the jerky. I've still got some bags up there I've been munching on, and we'll bring some down a little later as well. So kind
Okay.
of washes down our test beers we're going to sample out with you guys, and probably our parting shot at the end of the evening as well. So
All right, let's end the derail and get back on the.
yeah, absolutely. So I guess collecting information. I'm looking at a Riders Law, Riders with a Z, riderslaw.com. Seems like a great site. It's really informative. Obviously step one is saying collect everyone's contact information. Once you get the scene secured and everybody's safe, you start getting the information needed because it's hectic enough as it is. It's only going to get more hectic as the time goes on. So get as much information as you can right out of the gate. Obviously, you want to call the police. That's the next thing. 911, always the best way to go. Maintain composure as best you can. I know it's challenging. Some folks are really good under pressure. Some folks not so much. You might not be as much as you are good-hearted. You may not be the best to make the phone call. So somebody get a hold of the police and make sure they're aware of what's going on. They're saying take notes of your surroundings. Makes sense. Mentally document. Maybe even everybody's got cell phones on them. Break it out and start taking some pictures. That can be helpful as well. Just those kind of little things that you can do.
I would suggest taking pictures of the bike before you move it. So,
True.
So if the cop wants to know where the bike landed,
before the crime scene
Right,
kind of
right.
scenario, CSI. Yeah, that's right. That's a good point.
and then get the bike out of the way.
Right. Has anybody chimed in with anything here? Or?
John Frank.
John
wants to-
Frank? Oh, yeah, he's been good about stuff. Yeah,
well,
John's
he,
good
he
dude.
wants to know if you can contact them and get a 6B group discount.
I'm gonna look into that.
With these.
Bobby and I just saw that
Contact
over there. We'll take a
Road
look.
ID?
See if we
Yeah.
can get
That's a
Road
good
ID.
point, John. Matt's already made the connection, so maybe
Yeah,
Tell you
we'll
what,
take
I
a
got-
look at
I
it.
got
maybe
a
look
nice,
into it, see if we can get something. I mean,
What's the
that'd be
discount
something to
on
think
100
about.
of them?
I actually
Um,
got a nice card from those guys saying,
There you
hey,
go,
look, we
Keith
do
Brown,
this for you,
old
all
school,
that
just
stuff.
like a lot of guys. I wear the dog tags with my name, date of birth, and blood type. That's the way to do it too. You know, it's
Big time
that's a
old
nice,
school.
simple way to make sure you're secure. Now, Sailor checking in. Oh, here we go. Tell Jake from State Farm I'm making a new batch now, and to put that nasty shit Jack's Link down. There you go. That's right.
And tell him to put in an order for Miles.
That's exactly right. You owe Miles a couple bags.
You owe
So,
Miles a 5.
Get on that, Jake. So if anybody wants to say anything, any experiences you've had, 357-0980, give a call in. Like I said, we'll have a conversation. Anything you guys, Bobby, you've been riding a long time. I mean, you've had your share of accidents and things like that. I mean, any lessons learned?
Yeah, I mean, my one time in an accident with no helmet ended up with partial decapitation. I lost my skull from right above the eyes.
Jesus Christ.
The part in his hair just ain't right.
That's right.
Right.
It's like Uncle Eddie, cousin Eddie. Excuse me, cousin Eddie.
The reason I now
Wow.
grow hair is because people kept asking, where'd
What
you get
happened?
all those scars in your head?
Really?
Yeah.
So it took your scalp off, kind of
It took the skull off.
skull.
Open brain.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Motorcycle, dirt bike.
Motorcycle,
Street.
old lady in a car pulling out in front of me
Oh Christ.
with no helmet.
He told me the story.
Ugh.
Nasty.
There you go. Well,
Always
That's it.
wear your gear.
and still 6 feet above ground and completely functional. That's shit's amazing. The human body always amazes me, impresses me. I mean, the stuff that it can go through and make it out the other side is absolutely insane. And thank God it does. You know.
I just saw something in the
wife still
comments.
asks
Somebody
me
posted
if
some
I'm wearing my
study that
helmet
was
when I
done
get
and
on.
said half helmets
I said, my
basically
wife still
provide
asks me if
no
I'm wearing a helmet every time I get on the bike.
No protection.
no protection
Right.
at all compared to
Well,
you know.
Brittany
It's
had-
you might as well
Yeah.
wear no helmet at all.
Yeah, it's more of a style thing. It's a personal preference, obviously. I mean, live free and ride, live free and die kind of thing. I mean, that's just, you know. And I've been known to ride without my helmet as well, and not in recent years. You know, maybe it's an older, wiser thing. You know, husband, father, business owner, a lot of responsibility. I'm not a young kid anymore that can just ride around and do whatever the hell I want on a Saturday night or a Tuesday night for that matter. So, I mean, there's things to be said for that.
Mothershed actually wants credit for the group discount.
Oh, with Mother Shed, she's back here
That
coaching
was
John.
her idea. He just
Damn it, John! Look at him. That's funny.
Shit.
Oh my God, that's great.
I took
You got
a
it, John.
bumblebee to the
We'll
forehead
we'll
once.
hook you up,
I'll
Jen.
never do
Where are we
that
at on the list here?
Where are we at on list? Number 4 says talk to witnesses.
Yeah, don't get up in their faces. That's
no.
the one thing. Yeah.
Eyewitnesses to an incident are more important in any legal matter. If it's possible, try to interview everyone who witnessed the accident
No, not
and record their observations. I mean, that sounds a little reporty, a little you know, a little man on the street kind of thing. But I guess if you're coming up onto an accident and it's an active scene, you want to get up to speed with it, especially if you're in the know. You have contacts, you can make connections, and you know what to do. That's an experience thing I would say to do is just to get in there and start talking to people who saw what the hell happened. You're going to get a million different scenarios and stories, I'm sure. Angles from here. Somebody looking through a dirty ass screen door, you know, thought they saw something. So, and then you got to ferret out what's the reality, what's the hyperbole, you know, things like that.
Hey,
So.
Mike.
what I have found in that incident with the witness statements.
Right.
Like I have a bunch of employees. They don't all ride bikes, but they're in cars and trucks
Yeah, sure.
and whatever.
Right.
What I do is I provide them with a stack of 4 or 5 witness cards, just like an index card, and you just carry them with you, and you just hand them to the witnesses. It's got your information on it, who to give that back to,
Okay.
and you just have them fill it out.
Yeah.
and you don't have to ask them anything.
That doesn't get any easier.
It's
does
just,
it?
what did you see,
Right.
you know,
Their perspective,
right, and
and then you put
they
them
could
together.
mail
and
it to you, email
Right.
it to you, whatever, and you get back all the witness
not to be
statements.
filled out at that time. Just take
Right.
that with you when your
Right.
head clears. You can sit down, collect your thoughts.
Right.
Yep.
You know,
That's
you can throw
perfect.
a couple of them in your bag or whatever.
Bobby's head of your logistics manager, I guess, or
Operations manager.
operations manager for Boise Cascade up in Jersey. So he's got tractor trailer drivers on the road, and hearing some of the stories, it's fucking crazy. But he manages that and the whole operations of that. So he's seen a lot as well. So that's perfect. That's a great thing. Something easy. 4 or 5 index cards. Throw them in your bag. Put them in the inside of your jacket. Again, something super simple.
And
Takes
that
up no
takes
space.
us into the next one, never admit fault.
Never admit fault. Yeah,
because the cops, I'm sorry, we love the cops, but
Yeah.
they are fishing.
they're looking looking
to
for
close their
answers.
cases.
Huh?
They're looking to close cases.
Yeah, they're looking to build cases,
Well,
close
they're
cases,
not looking to close the case. They're
Right.
looking to,
put a case together.
Prosecute.
Yeah, they're looking.
They're
to do
looking
that.
to
which
insert
is
the lube and take you for a ride.
that's what they do during those cases. So I mean, you got to really mind your P's and Q's. Again, you're under a lot of stress. Yes, sir.
Mike Saylor.
Mike Saylor. We just sent some of our members to take an emergency class in Dover to know what to do. Oh, that's great. Yeah, Mike Saylor from Stars and Stripes Bars and Pipes. Evidently, their organizations put together a group that went down, and that's in Dover. So I'm assuming that's state ran, or is it just? Yeah, I'd like some information on that, Mike. If you guys could,
Yeah, send it over to me.
send that over to us.
MSF or
You can messenger Buzz live if you want. You can text me. We'll certainly put that up too, because I think it's a great idea.
You can call in and talk to us about it.
Yeah, you can call in and talk to us. Hell yeah, man. If anybody took the class and wants to call in and talk, again, 357-0980.
We can't even get a goddamn telemarketer.
I
call.
know, right? What the hell?
Part of
So-
the
I can
part
call,
of the
but you
never
tell me
admitting
to turn the
fault.
volume down.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yeah. So, yes, sir.
from the standpoint of never admitting fault, there was a comment from Michael Garvey about talking about alcohol.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
On here or earlier? Okay.
It just scrolled off the screen. He just mentioned it. But from the standpoint of alcohol, you never want to blow.
Right.
Sorry. I had to laugh.
Oh,
Alright.
you, Matt.
Depends on the
Are you having fun over there?
Where's it at, Matt? Can you see it?
It's a
How long ago?
little further back. Michael Garvey.
Right
There he goes, right there.
There it is,
Maybe
right
you
there.
guys
Right
can
there.
touch on responsible driving, drinking, and riding. Drinking and riding is one of those things that,
It's gonna happen.
yeah.
What rule do we want to practice, Mike?
Yeah, I'm a firm guy in 2 wheels, 2 beers. It doesn't mean all day.
Does that? Well, how about the size of the beer?
Now you're into alcohol content. Are you drinking a Corona Light that's 4.5, or a Guinness that's 4.5, or are you drinking
Drinking an IPA that's
a
8.
Raging Bitch that's 9 to 12% or something? I mean, you got to mind your P's and Q's. We wanted to do a couple local brewery kind of thank you runs, and we started thinking about it. I said, is it a good idea? And we'll support the hell out of Liquid Alchemy, Belfont Brewing,
Valhalla.
Valhalla. Oh my God, Valhalla down in Elkton. We'll support these guys, but you have to be mindful, because these things are not beers anymore that are like a normal shelf beer. I'm talking 10, 12% alcohol. That's like 2 or 3 beers. So you got to really mind your P's and Q's. So we didn't feel it was responsible on our end to put a ride together under the 6B's name and go out and put a bunch of guys on 2 wheels after 2 or 3 quick beers, and then roll to the next joint a half hour down and do that again. You're already a 6-pack in, and you're 2 stops and an hour deep. So we've steered against that.
So 09.
We did one bike night at Liquid Alchemy, which was a fantastic night, but we were there for 3 or 4 hours, plenty of food and things like that. So that was something we chose to do. But yeah, I'm a firm believer: 2 wheels, 2 beers. Go to brunch. I have a couple of Mississippian reach arounds at Green down in Newark.
There's Red Dennis.
I'll ride somewhere.
Yeah.
I won't drink another beer until we get 2-3 hours into the ride.
Get back to Philly.
I'll do iced tea and water. That's just me. I got a pretty good tolerance. I've been doing this a while. I'm a seasoned veteran. I can drink a lot of beer. But you never know what the hell you're going to run across. So I'm a 2-wheel, 2 beer kind of guy. So Mike, I really agree with that. And again, we're not preaching. We don't mean to come off as that. Some guys have been riding 40, 50 years, 3 times as long as I have. And, it's just they do what they do. I've got a lot of buddies that have been riding like that. And God, thankfully, they're still with us and still riding every day, most of them every day. and doing it well and having fun. So again,
Yeah.
this isn't preachy. This is just kind of, hey man, we're looking out for you. And like I said, with what happened with Mike and Miles last week,
And
hit home.
the other thing, if you're riding in a group,
Yeah,
whether you stop someplace or not, the cops are going on a fishing expedition.
that's right. They're looking.
There's no reason to give up any more information than you have to.
No. Yeah, you
You've
don't
been-
have to keep
You've been
talking.
riding around. You haven't stopped anywhere. You
Yeah.
stopped at freaking Wawa.
Right.
You did not stop at a fucking bar.
Right.
I can't put that past push it as far as I possibly can to tell everybody that I ride with, we did not stop at a fucking bar.
Right.
We didn't. They
Right.
don't need to know that.
No.
There's no reason to know that. They don't have a warrant to know that. They're looking to push and find out.
It's a ticket.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're looking to get information.
Yeah,
out of it.
there's
Yeah.
no reason
And it,
for them to know that information.
if you want to call it self-preservation of sorts, yeah, I mean, you can get really jacked up, and again, we support the police, trust me. But a .08 alcohol level is nothing. I could do that with Listerine, that kind of stuff. It's really nothing. So a .08 is one of those things that, me being a business owner and driving all day every day, I can't afford to lose my license. I mean, these guys are CDL drivers, crane operators. You got to drive 70 miles to work, huh?
Crane technician.
Crane technician, excuse me. You can't be working on the train or the crane drinking that that Michter's, is it? Oh my God! It's
Oh yeah, Michter's.
Michter's.
Yeah, the ride.
good stuff.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
we'll
good
revisit that one night too. That might be a parting shot.
Yeah, we might have to do a bourbon.
I've got it upstairs. So, but anyway, yeah, I digress. So yeah, never admit fault and never
I believe that
Develop-
not telling that story.
right.
You don't. That's part of the not admitting fault.
I agree. That's right.
Because once the cops know that you're at the bar, that's
Right.
admitting fault.
Sure,
It doesn't matter if you're
Doesn't matter.
if you're sitting at the bar twiddling your thumbs.
you're opening it up that you were at the bar.
Yep.
They're
So,
automatically
what did
assuming
Lori
you're
say?
drinking.
Lori said something.
Right.
You might want to touch on importance of passenger not. Well, yeah, exactly. Some people that ride with passengers. I mean, that's a whole nother level. The passenger's got to be on the same page with you. The lean, the head around the shoulder. I mean, if they're jacked up too, not everybody has Cadillacs where they can just sit in the back and fall asleep. You got to be on your game as well. So you can't be stupid, drunk on wine. Not putting it at ladies drinking wine, but drinking wine, it can come at you. So if you happen to be on the back of that bike and you're not of full mind, it could be problematic for your rider too. So that's a good point, Lori. Lori's a seasoned veteran with that. She's her and Pete have ridden around a lot, and they've had their share of experiences as well. So
Well,
what we got?
there's also an option of there's plenty of people that go to the events or to the bars and all that.
Right.
Don't ride,
Right.
but like me, have a truck.
Oh, for us. Oh yeah.
you
somebody
know,
can
if
get
you
you
need a
out.
ride,
Yeah. Yeah, that-
whatever. You've got people there that'll.
Uber's a
Take
great
care of
thing. It's come a long way with the ride sharing stuff like that. I mean, you got to obviously mind your P's and Q's. God forbid that poor girl got killed last week. I mean, that's the anomaly. But yeah, Coco's right. I mean, he's been tailgunning for us on many occasions, waving the flag behind him. But he's always got our back. Literally, when we're riding down the road, and if somebody gets jacked up, we can throw the bike in the back of the truck. Or get somebody home and we'll get the bike home. We've had to do that a couple times for guys.
Well, hopefully soon, Coco. Hopefully you might be riding.
Yeah, hopefully Coco get out too.
Wow.
His finger can't reach the throttle.
I used
So-
to ride all the
Oh,
time.
what?
But anyway, what do we got?
Teresa's, hey guys, what
what's
about
this?
no riding
There
while
you go.
black?
Perfect, Pete.
No riding while black.
Guys,
Look, I can only comment on that from the waist down.
I'm going to Pete here.
wants to know why you're drinking.
I don't know how to
Look at Pete up
go from
here.
there.
Pete has logged 300,000 miles on 2 wheels.
Damn.
That's impressive.
That
I
is
mean,
impressive.
That's impressive riding. And how long you been riding, Pete?
You ever laid it down?
40
Pete?
years? 45, maybe 35, 40 years? I mean,
Yeah.
Christ, you had to, maybe a teenager when you were riding? I mean,
Call in.
so, yeah, call in, talk. You drink Listerine. Tom, no, I shoot it in the evening. It's my nightcap. That's my nightcap.
I snort it like a man.
And again, we're reading off the screen here. We're just kind of conversing and things like that. So bear with us. We're just kind of looking at. What about not riding while black? Well, crack ass cracker. Teresa.
Put some
Tico
goddamn
jumps in.
sunblock on.
I read that earlier.
Not riding while black. Yeah, more sunblock. It helps that.
Put the TV down and
Sunblock.
Sunblock helps that.
I can only comment.
TV
I
down.
God, we
can only
love
comment
TV.
from the waist down.
Yeah, so there's
Other
Pete.
than that-
Pete's been riding over 30 years, 300,000 miles a year. That's
That's 10,000
that's
miles.
10,000
a
miles a year with easy math at 10 and 30.
But
So-
no.
year. Nah.
It's that's impressive. That's crazy.
Cracker ass
So,
cracker.
we got a lot of experience here. That's why we want to
Never
peel
laid it down.
you guys off. Bring your experience into this. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been riding 15,
Yeah,
20 years.
I
Probably
do-
20.
I do
I
about-
was married. Yeah, 20 years. I've been
I
riding
do about 5,000 to 6,000 miles a year.
5,000 to 6,000 miles a year.
Yeah.
I'm probably 3 to 4, somewhere in there. I'm not a. I got to admit, it's
6.
when the weather
7.
changes in the spring.
Yeah.
I'm driven crazy
I'm
because
about
I
8.
can't ride with work.
Yeah.
I can't ride
Depends
to
on how
work.
rainy it is.
I can't ride home from
Yeah,
work.
last year I
Um,
was about 3 because
I-
of the rain.
Wait, yeah. Last year was a crazy year. I mean, I was
Last
really
year,
limited
nobody
as was
rode.
everyone. But,
Last year was truck week.
I don't get to log the miles like our buddies Bobby
Trying to
Quirk,
be
Jay
General-
Smith, Jamie Sayers, John Quirk.
Mike Clark,
They have a friend
freaking
Dan
sidekick,
that is
right in the rain.
he's the guy's he's an awesome dude. I can't tell you how many miles he's got on his bike. He lives on his bike. He's a furrier from out in the Midwest, and they hooked up with him somewhere along one of their journeys. They're very good friends now. I believe Dan came to Bobby and Lynn's wedding. The dude logged many miles. I can't even fathom it.
$500,000 on a bike.
But so there's a lot of people that ride around the clock, and God bless them because they're doing it well. Scotty Nybakken, my buddy Scott. He's,
Furrier is
he
a
rides.
that's
Horse.
Horseshoe guy.
They do
Okay.
horse.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
they do horse.
I didn't know if that was like something like the furries.
Oh yeah, Furby.
You know about the furries.
That's
right?
perfect what it is.
We're going there.
That's
But,
your
um,
style, brother, not
Hey,
mine.
I said it, and
So-
we got your face on there.
But anyway,
Like,
guys-
oh, I know.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Guys, we got
No,
some beer. You
not
guys
me.
haven't been here yet. I don't know if you watched it, but
I've seen it.
we test these brews out. We got a few of them. We got a new Glarus beer. If you guys have had any of these, I don't know. You may want to warn us if it's brutal. We got the Vienna style lager called a Cutlass. We got a GPA, a grapefruit pale ale. If there's no grapefruit allergies, that's a good one. And then we're this is one I brought down for you too. The Fordham Crash Zone IPA.
Oh, not perfect.
Fordham. So
Perfect.
Mike's an
Crash Zone.
IPA snob like me, so that's how we do it. And yeah, so guys, what's this? DT saying something? I can't ride to Delaware till Krempel's back on too. He has to get me back to PA for fuck's sake. Hurry up, man. You and Miles need to get better. There you go. Amen. I hear you.
I'll be back on 2 as soon as I can, brother.
Chicken ribs in the house.
Chicken ribs here.
Chicken ribs.
Guys, this is very fluid. This is our brother from another. This is Vern. Vern Forrest.
I didn't want to
straight out.
do this, damn it. I didn't want to be live.
Nobody can see.
We can't
you,
see
It's
you.
okay.
I can't see you.
No, you're not live.
Got it,
You're
dude.
just heard. So
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to
He was live for a second.
sit on Coco's lap.
No.
There you go.
Talk about the first thing that pops up.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, guys,
Thank God you're alive and still walking.
back
I'm
to
good,
we
man.
got a little sidetrack, but hey, discussion's great. That's what we love. Alert your insurance company. That's a great one. Obviously, you got to have insurance. Got to make them get them in the loop, even though they can be a pain in the ass getting your bikes back.
Over there and I saw
And
one
you
of
gotta
the
give the
guys,
cops
you
your
were just-
insurance information.
You got to give the cops your
No,
insurance.
that
information.
wasn't my fault, okay?
Damn it, Miles. Miles
I didn't have my phone on me, so they had no way to.
Miles
get my
had a little
insurance.
learning lesson here with this incident. Now,
Little
you know,
learning curve.
he's he rides a lot. He's a new rider, 3 years.
Who's back there?
This is my second year.
Second year.
Back
Been riding 2 years.
Hi, Nicole.
But he rides all the time. I
Where
mean,
are you going? Don't leave. You scared her.
I appreciate his
off.
passion. I appreciate his passion. I mean, every time he's in the truck heading home from somewhere, he's like, I can't wait to get home, get the hell out of my way. I want to get out on 2 and ride. So he rides and rides and rides and rides. So he's, but he had like I said, this accident really brought some shit into perspective for him, for us. And like I said, learning lessons all the way around. So it's very fresh on our minds.
Matt,
It's something that means a lot to a lot of us because we want to see everybody out there at Deer Park. We want to see everybody at Deer Park on Sundays. We want to see everybody at Grain, Lee's Landing. We want to see you guys out there. We want to pass you on the road. We want to give you the 2 sign. That's what we do. So this is informative, and again, not to be preachy, but if you don't wear gear, God bless you. We know you know what you're doing. We just hope you're safe while you're out there doing it. So, other than that, that's about it for riderslaw.com. Riders with a Z, riderslaw.com. check them out. It's worth a read. It takes 5 minutes out of your life and save your life, or save someone else's life, even more so. So it's one of those things.
Yeah, get on the Google machine. There's plenty of stuff out
Yeah,
there.
that's right. Yeah, Nick, we went talking about this last week when we knew Sturdy wasn't going to be around. He's up in Boston watching those Red Sox play their game tonight. So
See up in Boston tonight. Opening day was this week.
we're holding down the
Yeah, that's
fort.
why you're here.
We're holding down the fort and getting it done. So
Damn, Miles. All right, Miles is invited next week.
Now,
nice.
Almost
Really,
sounded
seriously?
like Sturdy there for a second.
what? How the fuck did
Yeah,
you
but if
home?
you notice, Nick's starting to grow a
You're
beard.
gonna have to find a ride.
But
home,
anyway,
fucker.
Hit him again, Matt. You missed this spot.
And they have the same barber.
Oh, really?
Look at that hair.
same board. But yeah, so like I said, we wanted to bring some stuff to the forefront. And Nick and I started talking about it. We brought up Nick pulled up websites within a matter of minutes. And we had a lot of
Nick's
good
the fucking
information.
man.
That's this Google machine.
That's the Google machine, and he knows how to work it. So, what's happening here? I just saw somebody
He's
check
okay. He
in.
was only at the hospital for 2 days in a row.
Somebody checked in something. Oh, there we go.
Still Billy, sit down.
Jay Trump. I had Jay
I
Trump. Jay
know,
Trump's
Audrey, I'm still ugly.
I had 250,000 on. Oh,
Especially when they got to take shit.
Dan had 250,000 miles on his last bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
250,000. I told you the guy rides. I want to say it's an ultra classic. I could be wrong with that, but I think he's got an ultra. It's tricked out. It looks like something out of the fucking Mad Max. I mean, it's crazy, but it's an efficient bike. It's got water supply on it.
I'm sorry.
That
Did
was
you
his
say,
old bike.
I'm
It's-
sorry, Mike. I'm sorry. Did you say Mad Max?
Mad Max? Yeah.
Thunderdome?
Isn't it?
Beyond Thunderdome? Is that
Is
Mad
it
Max?
Mad Max or is it? Wasn't it Mad? Is it Mad Max?
Yeah, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome?
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I was thinking the restaurant. I'm like, fuck. Is that,
Oh, Mad
No,
Max.
it's
Master
MAX.
Blaster?
That's right.
Not
okay.
MAC.
MAX.
X, not a C.
But anyway, so we got a little shine up here.
About that. X, not a C.
Got a little bit of that green apple.
X, not a C.
Let's crack into a beer.
Both polish here.
Hey, stop!
Hey, Mike.
Stop blowing my head,
Hey,
man.
Hold on one second. Everybody's talking at once. I can't hear.
Oh, what? Didn't do it.
Everybody's talking at once. I can't hear.
This doesn't look like Tucson.
Hey!
Fuck is this?
Hey, I know you too.
Doesn't look like what?
Anybody on their side said.
How did we get to Delaware?
How'd you get to Delaware? Goddamn if I know. Probably an airplane. How are you?
Nick.
Oh man.
Who the hell are these two people?
Anyway,
Hi.
just sitting here shooting shit.
Nice to meet you.
Coke out.
Oh please.
Watch out.
9.5 out of 10, right?
That's correct.
How you guys doing, Shane?
I'm good. I'm good.
No, I'm doing man. Good. How you?
Good.
Anyway, guys, hang tight. We just had a little shake up here in the system, so I was ready to crack a beer, but now for
Something more important came up.
Surprise! Hey, dear. But
You're gonna
you
need a
guys,
bigger baby.
sweet cheek or-
We could try.
I ain't got no more cheeks.
Someone's gonna see my house again.
Here, Heather, come over this way.
I'm coming.
All right. Oh, Shane.
I'm good with the getting up and down right now.
What's up, dude? How you been, man?
The whole knee
So anyway.
thing is
I thought y'all were at Max.
Anybody who's been on the page,
Oh my God. What happened to the doorman?
hey,
There's a
anybody who's been on the page more than about an hour knows our friends Heather and Shane from out there in Phoenix, Arizona, out there in Mesa. We got word that they were going to come out here a month ago or so. So it's been, yeah, we tried to get them out here for the anniversary party. Didn't work, didn't happen.
Back
But
here.
Shane's birthday is
Say hi, people.
was.
Don't run
Shane's
away.
birthday was Tuesday, so they came out to the East Coast to hang out.
What's up?
They just literally flew in probably an hour ago.
Yeah, our plane landed at like 5:45.
There you go. So they've been on the ground 2 hours or so. And we knew they were coming in. We're just waiting on them to get here. So, yeah, that's funny. So anybody who's been on the page for a while knows Heather and Shane. We're happy to have them in the house.
Surprise!
Arizona chapter.
Welcome to the East Coast, guys. So,
What are we doing Saturday?
what are we doing Saturday? Whatever the hell you guys want. We're, you're the guest. You tell Jamie and Wendy, us, if you want to. Any place you want to see around here that we go to, that we frequent, we got some food here. You guys said you're hungry. I got some roast pork sandwiches. with sharp provolone and broccoli rabe. We got a couple Grotto's pizzas, one of the Delaware staples. Got a cheesesteak, one of the best around from Valley's. We got plenty of beer. Yep.
Potato chips.
We got potato chips from
Tasty
Hers.
cakes.
Hers potato chips right out of Nottingham, PA, and we got some tasty cakes also out of PA. They're a Philly thing, right?
Philly thing.
Yeah, they're Philly too. Tasty cakes. Hey, tasty cakes.
Gives away
Tasty
Harley's too.
So we got all kinds of grub. We're getting ready to go down and eat. Get down and eat a little bit.
Mine.
I got mine.
What the hell? Got Fireball.
Fireball. We got drinks. We got shots. We got kids. Come on. Come on.
Try again.
So
Why are you smacking?
anyway, so what do we got? Anybody up here saying anything? News page. Who are they? Oh, Dan. That's right.
Shane.
Shouldn't need a big. You're right there. The hive grows, Steve. The hive grows.
You bring it over here?
Oh, that's
Watch his wires. Watch his wires.
Thanks.
Careful
Watch
with
the
wires.
cords. Watch the cords. Thanks, dude.
So,
You like the Cardinals?
Shape, really?
You can lie to me. It's okay.
but nobody wants to call in 357-0980.
Thanks, man.
Hey Mike, we're wired for sound. I think everybody's here. Hey Mike.
No, you're going to have about 300 people show up in your house in about 5 seconds.
That's right. Everybody knows the address. Oh,
The famous ones that have showed up. You're going to have about 300 people in your house in about 5
there
seconds.
you go.
Everybody's getting in your cars right now and showing up
Anyway.
here.
So you guys ride out there out in the west.
Thank
Yes,
God
we
it's
do.
an undisclosed
Yes, we do.
location.
It's actually Arizona Bike Week right now, so it's a lot of people riding.
In Phoenix?
Yeah.
Jamie.
Really?
It was last weekend.
No, it's all week. It ends this weekend.
Oh, no shit. So it's a whole Arizona
It's
Bike
long.
Week.
Yeah, it's week long.
Do you guys have the same? I mean, and again, I apologize. I don't know what traffic is like out there. You guys are in a metropolitan city, or just out
Depends on
there.
where you're going.
Okay. Around here, it's constant traffic. Everywhere you go, we got to get into PA where we get the farmland, and then it's just winding back roads and things like that. But anywhere like right around here within a 3-mile radius is interstate main highways. It sucks to ride around here.
Well, 3 states come together.
Yeah, we got all 3 states, and everybody just commerce. It's crazy. So what do you guys? I mean, is there a lot of?
Where we're at. We're pretty far out east. We're right on the border. We're about
How you
we're about
doing,
15 miles from a mountain range,
Down here,
national forest, national park. So
Hi,
when
Nate.
all the
Say
old
hi
people
to the
come in, the
world.
snowbirds, it's bad. There's a lot of traffic. But like right now, once it hits, it was 96 degrees Tuesday.
They all
96.
They're
Okay.
fucking gone.
They all run
They
away.
fucking go back to Ohio and all that shit. And
You guys don't ride a lot in the summer. I mean, is it too damn hot to ride? I mean, Sturdy and I talked about riding out there. Talked about this July, but
yeah, you
again, me
know.
not knowing.
Don't do that.
But I'm like,
Don't do that.
You can't do that. I mean,
Who was
it's not
who were the
comfortable.
guy, the Brotherhood
Sorry.
that came, the Brotherhood that came out to our
Oh,
garage?
Sean
Check it
and
out.
Kenny.
Yeah, and they came out. One of them
Yeah.
got so burnt.
2.5.
It was bad.
Check it out.
And we were telling him, we're like, hey man, you gotta put on the sunblock and get shade as much as you can.
Right.
And it was like starting to scab over. He was burnt so bad.
Really?
But
It's like a dead
I ride
pool.
year round.
Okay.
I just bought a truck. I've been riding a motorcycle for I don't even know how long.
Okay.
Got a baby.
That's been
Just
my
year
only-
round.
Yeah, it's been my only vehicle.
The weather must be nice, right? I mean, Christ, we just came out of 6 months of hibernation. It feels like.
issue living
And winter.
Everybody's
What do you mean? We rode in January.
You're right.
We definitely ride. Don't get me wrong. We definitely ride, but it's
You
not.
don't 20 degrees.
It's not as much as we like to. I mean, there's some troopers out there.
North, you don't ride in
You
South
can't move. You know, you leather up so much. It's like you're like the kid on A Christmas Story where you
Put down my
did a
arms.
big thing. And unless you got beach bars, you can't. I mean, you just can't do it. So, but that's cool. I'm glad you guys made it, man. I've been tracking all day. We've seen pictures. Hey, we're sporting the gear at the airport. And, hey, we're on the plane. I'm thinking, well, damn, I guess they're coming. That's funny. So I'm glad to have them in. And welcome to my house. Welcome to the Hive.
She'd like to surprise you.
pretty quick though.
What's that?
She wanted to surprise
Oh,
you.
there you
She
go.
didn't like your idea, I told her. So
Yeah, that's
I'd
all.
rather
I didn't
just
like
walk
the
in.
idea. I just want to mess with them.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I said, hey, we ought to have Heather come in, just kind of pour us beers just quietly and see if anybody recognized.
Somebody's
And
calling the
And
beat
then-
phone.
oh, we got to.
Answer the beat
Somebody
phone.
calling.
The bell please. What's up, fucker?
Yeah.
Yo,
Not working again.
can you hear me?
Hold on.
Hold on. Oh, that sounds like
Oh,
like
listen,
Lisa.
Linda.
did sound like Lisa.
Hold on. We're gonna make sure we got this here. How about now?
There we
Hey,
go.
Lisa.
What?
Nice.
Auto power off.
Slow down. There you go. Just there you go. All right. You're on a big speaker. I didn't know how muddy that was going to get. So, what's going on, chick?
I can hear you better the first time, but now you're like a little mumbled.
I mumbled?
Hey, you're stupid. Oh, Miles!
You're stupid. That's well.
This should
Drunk much?
This should be fun with the 7-second delay.
Huh?
Drunk much?
I'll let you guys talk a little bit here. I'm gonna crack this IPA. So, what's up?
Okay.
How are you?
It's like, it's really hard to fucking hear you. Same to this last time, so I'm just gonna go with it.
All right, hold on.
Miles!
Yeah.
Just think your brain is bigger than it was before, and that's a good thing. But we fucking love the shit out of you.
Ask her if she's listening, if she's watching.
Are you watching, Lisa? Are you
And we
watching?
got AC in the house!
Lisa, are you watching?
I am, but you're on mute.
Okay,
Okay, good.
good. Just want to make
Why?
sure.
Just want to make sure you turn down your
Because
radio.
I feel like,
She did comment, I'm retarded, don't pay me no
oh
money.
my god, I feel like a radio personality, but like, turn down your phone. But
we knew.
IPA? You drink IPAs?
Yeah, it's like,
This is a
I
Delaware
have
beer from
Jamie
Fordham
next to
Brewing
me,
Company.
and she's
We
like,
never had-
are you talking to them? And I'm like, yeah, girlfriend, it's delayed by like a lot. You can't look at the screen while you're talking on the phone with them because you're going to get like really fucked in the head. Excuse because you're on like a pilot thing.
IPAs are a little hoppy, so we don't know how they go. We got more in the fridge if anybody wants one. IPA? IPA?
Oh, that's a little IPA.
Heather, you drink IPAs? You drink your...
I'm good.
All right, cool.
Nope.
Anyway, so
You
what's
know,
up?
Josh, oh, I'm feeling with you.
Hard pass.
There you go. What, social?
Social. Somebody say
You want to the
social.
bottle?
Everybody drink social.
Social. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. There you go. Cheers. Put them down.
Hold on, what are you drinking?
How does 30
Beer.
This is called
Oh, that's right.
Fordham Crash Zone.
Look at Wendy drinking Fireball.
Fordham Crash Zone. It's
You want me to
a
drink the fireball over?
Fireball.
We have some, but you can bring more. We never turn down
We never turn
Fireball.
down Fireball.
They're gone at this
Or
point.
Moonshine.
Oh, and Mr. Johnny Towers, I see you joined the group chat live. I thought you were working on the boat.
Who is that? Are you talking to the people on the side? Oh, okay.
I'm talking to the people that you can
You're
see
talking
that
amongst
joined.
the chatters.
And
Right.
Jamie's boyfriend Johnny just joined, and I was like, oh, I thought you were working on the boat.
Johnny Towers.
There were 20, and they're gone
All
now.
right, we're going to bounce out. I'll see you there.
Yeah. Love you guys. Bye.
Peace out.
Love ya.
All right, good. I don't know how that sounded, but we got a bigger speaker. I hooked up the sound bar just kind of see how it goes. So evidently there's
Yeah, we
something.
call him that.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's our bigger speaker.
It must have timed out. It must have turned the song.
But anyway, do we have anything come up here about what's up, B Walk? How you doing, buddy?
Good job, Drew.
Do we have anything about any more motorcycle stuff?
What did we miss?
Stuff and things?
Wear your gear.
Motorcycle gear, safety shit. Just you've been riding. Well, Jamie, I've seen videos of my man does wheelies. He does all kinds of stuff that I wish I could do.
I've seen you do them in person.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say.
I saw him drive a Power Wheels.
I wouldn't say.
I saw him do a wheelie on that too.
That was my son.
Hey, I wouldn't say he's the best to talk about safety, but you wear a helmet. I mean, you suit up, you gear up, you ride t-shirts.
I'm going to do it more now looking at Miles.
Well,
I spent myself.
Oh, you don't want
You know it's
to.
ugly, but damn.
You don't want those medical improvements.
But that's better now. That's kind of where we're at. Is with seeing Miles and Mike what happened. Again, stuff like this, it's an instant thing, but it hits home. And you're like, Jesus Christ, man! You know, all the times you go out, and you got a t-shirt, your white beater on, you just roll, and you're like, you don't think about it.
Right.
And it's like, you know, do you leather up? Do you flannel up? What the hell do you do? You know?
Dress for the wreck, not for the ride.
Yeah, that's what they say. Dress for ride.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Miles is going to have to cut it back from 2 weeks per girlfriend
I want
to
to
a
say
week
one
and a
thing.
half.
As a non-rider in the room,
Yep.
as a non-rider in the room,
Yep.
I respect each and every one of you. They want to get out and ride on to every day, if you can.
Except we don't live in Arizona, so we can't.
We can't. The Arizona bees buzz all the time.
But respectfully, if y'all want to choose to do that,
Right.
you go right ahead.
Right.
I want to, but I never did.
Right. Sure.
But
Hey, it's just what I'm saying.
I respect every single one of you
There you go.
We'll put you up.
that want
And
to
you
get
got
out.
our back. You're the guy that rides on four.
I have your
Support
back.
Chuck like
That's right.
me.
He's like, yeah.
I am a sport truck
Vern's one of our guys that tail guns for us at times, and we'll have our back if need be, and he watches our ass end. And
I am
that's
there.
it, so.
I am there for y'all 100%.
That's good. So what were you saying? You did?
I'm definitely. I'm always back and forth with safety gear.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm wearing
It's hit or
gator,
miss.
no helmet, and sneakers. From now on, I'm gearing up.
Right.
I'm gearing up because I don't want that to happen.
No, I agree. It's a good idea. I agree.
I'm not pointing you.
And again, we and for anybody who's just joining, we got 60 people or 56 people now. We're not preaching. It's just on our minds.
I'm a grandfather.
Where are your gear? Yeah, the guys that made it through it. I mean, and again, it's just one of those things. We're just it's fresh on our minds.
No, definitely.
Riding season's here. I'm hearing and seeing bikes everywhere.
I mean, a little bit of
Just one of those things. So.
Finger lock.
We're gonna take a few minute break here. It's 8 o'clock.
Big deal.
I'd
rather sweat and be
give us a couple minutes. We're just gonna mill around a little bit. Everybody's still on camera. We still can check things, but give us a couple minutes here to regroup. Get another beer, maybe get a little grub, and then.
So I'm sorry. What was the outcome on this?
Oh, the outcome. It's actually
Shane liked it.
Shane, it was good. It's not bad. It's not the best IPA I've had, but it's good.
I think it's more like a Northeast IPA.
Yeah, it's not as hoppy.
Got the rye. So I will say this though, the riding in Arizona, you can't wear leather year round in Arizona.
No, you can't. Right.
Obviously.
Well, what do you got? Is it lighter jackets? I mean, you're just.
I don't even like in the summertime. I ride just like this.
Okay.
Yeah, Renee, she did.
And as do we. I mean, wear shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wear leather at all. I wear kind of leather jacket.
Yeah, he wears cowboy.
That's what I wear. We make fun of the guys that come up and
So in Arizona, weren't you guys talking about your bike's overheating and riding real quick and all that other kind
I don't
of
have
stuff?
to worry about. I have a Kawasaki, so it's liquid cooled, so I don't have that problem. But Harleys out there, they're a motherfucker.
They gotta keep moving because you're vulnerable out on the road. It's hot. I mean, you gotta keep moving.
The freeway in July is about 180 degrees.
Is that right?
Yes, Teresa, I will get there.
Where's that?
She commented about the egg on Shane's head. I'll get there.
Oh,
we all know that one.
You were drunk.
I saw that
committed.
post.
He agreed to it. He was
Did
drunk.
Heather just finish her beer before Shane? High five. Seasoned veteran. That's
He
funny.
sampled the IPA. She did.
Oh, that's right. Yes, he was sampling and talking, and she's back here just
Chugging.
chugging, baby.
I
It
also
was
had two
like
shots.
Popeye. It was like Popeye.
So Michael,
Yo,
Saturday night, what's going on?
I have nothing. The band's not playing. I have nothing going on.
I'll be home.
I figured-
Nursing my knee.
I'll be bored.
If you guys didn't have
They need an
plans,
Uber.
I was going to say whatever they wanted to do. If they wanted to go to Mad Max, if they wanted to go to Lee's Landing during the day,
Oh,
you
we
tell
got a
us.
Denver supporter.
Denver?
XB's from supporting from Denver.
Oh, hell, Denver.
Nice.
Woo!
Word. All right, I've never seen Jesse.
Hi, Denver.
Never seen him on the page.
Jesse Damon.
That's what's up. Who knows that? Oh, it's Matt. Okay.
That's the same thing everybody says.
That's right.
That's
Who the hell's Matt? Bob. But anyway, I have nothing planned.
I was telling her about the Mad Max.
No.
thing and
I
maybe
figured-
Heather.
I figured maybe tomorrow night Mad Max or something, Saturday, something.
You can't do it.
Yeah,
in front
Saturday.
of
we
thousands of
can't
your
do
friends.
Friday
When can
night,
you
but
do it?
maybe
So
Saturday.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's
Oh,
do it
God.
Saturday.
Like I said, so whatever. If they said, "Hey,
Yeah,
Jamie,
I
Wendy, we're going to go
Did you bring
here,"
a towel too, man?
I would look forward to that.
Nope.
So, you know
Let's,
what I mean?
I didn't say that I wouldn't do it.
I'll show
What's that?
They handed me an egg. I didn't say that I wouldn't do
Yeah,
it.
what you
Everyone's
said.
ready to do it.
Everyone
From the hotel, it's
You know where this goes?
You got over 500
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Why was I surprised? I was not surprised.
I would not be surprised.
I know. Wait.
Secret stash is on
Anyway.
I would love to
that.
keep that leg for
Let's do something Saturday and see if we can, raise some money for you.
Not everyone knows. Hey, Heather Potts, Shane Potts. That's right. Not everyone knows. They've been under a rock or something. But yeah, Heather and Shane, they're here from Arizona,
Just landed 2 hours.
fresh off the plane. Jamie and Wendy graciously met them up there. I think they're
Yeah, I know.
they're,
I'm seeing this.
Jamie's on vacation. I guess they're gonna hang out and just do their stuff. So they got all kinds of shit planned.
Sabrina, the egg has arrived.
Yeah, right there.
But
Jeffrey,
that's you?
yes, the egg.
Okay, just so you know, that's you right there.
so nice.
Okay.
What else? What Matt or Nick? What else did we have to discuss?
Did we ever?
What did we
Why
talk?
is the Chris
What about-
on
About the wrecks?
Was there another something motorcycle?
I mean,
oriented?
other than not admitting guilt.
No, I'm sorry. Was there another topic? Like, was there another aspect of?
No, other than
the only other thing I wanted to add was if you're riding in a group, you should probably know who the first responders in the group are, if you have any.
Or first aid training.
Oh, true.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Medically trained, yep.
Yeah, that's right.
And always keep an emergency phone number in your wallet.
That's what we've
Well,
been
no,
through.
not only that, but there is a,
I am.
you
But I
have
tried
an
to come help
like
you.
in case of emergency contact list, you
So
can
is
set
I.
up on
She's
both
medical bills,
iPhones and Androids
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is
Hold on.
accessible to paramedics.
But if your phone gets smashed,
Well, see,
then you have
and
your
that's where
wallet.
we're at.
There you go.
That's
That-
where
that-
Matt got these ID bracelets. This is his.
cock ring.
So yeah, it's in your ID. So
Definitely
that's another option. Keith Brown said he wears a dog tag.
But
What happens if
that way?
What happens if your wallet gets separated from you? This is on you. Your dog tag. It's going to be on you. I guess most
Is
times.
that something we
Not
can do
only
all together?
that,
I'm sorry?
Is that something we can do all together? Get these?
It's funny you say that. Jennifer Mothershed and John Frank mentioned something about maybe a group kind of rate discount thing. Matt's already got one. Maybe he's got the contact. Maybe make a
That's a
call
good
and say,
idea.
hey, can we get 100? Can we get a group?
I'll tell you what, if ever I'm on an accident, you grab my phone
Yep.
and go to the home screen.
Yep.
I know you were going to talk about
Left
that.
corner, it says emergency.
Oh yeah.
Has all my emergency.
That's right.
contacts.
And if your phone's with you, that's
It's a house
fantastic. You know
box.
what I mean? As long as your phone's with you,
Yeah, but a
you're
wristband,
golden.
great
You
idea.
can't get into my phone.
Right.
You click the emergency.
Right.
My
And we're,
shit is right
and
there.
we're just thinking separated from your phone. You know what I mean?
Or your wallet.
Like if your phone
We're
gets
separated from your
smashed.
phone, separated from your wallet.
No, you're talking about like a
Or
large
if they're
ride?
both sitting
I'm
at the
sorry?
bar
Are you
while
talking
we're at the
about a large
hospital.
ride?
Right.
How to organize a large ride?
Just in general. Yeah, just either normal ride, large, yeah,
But it was
right.
or whoever brought it up.
So,
That's what I told them.
If you're in an accident,
yeah, if you're riding a large group, most of the groups they'll know like if we're putting on something, we know who our contacts and our main guys are, our roadblocks. You know, we know who those guys are.
Yes.
But if you're just out,
mine is there.
Group and who's tailing the group. And
right, exactly. Yeah, Coco, like I said, Coco really well. He drives pickups and tail guns. We know who our back guys are. We know who catch up quick.
My biggest thing is the
Yeah,
medical
that's Green
ID
Apple.
option.
Yeah, we're aware.
Back, that's from Farmer.
Be hard.
The back guys know the route, the middle guys know the route. You kind of do that way if you do get separated. Because around here, like I said, it's not open riding. I mean, you get up into PA, you get into lower Delaware, it's all farmland. It's beautiful. Farmland, I mean Delaware. Delaware is this long, but it's this wide, and there's everything south of the fucking canal is beautiful. I mean, it's just farmland rolling. It's not really rolling, I shouldn't say that. It's just wide open.
Route 9's a good ride.
Route 9 right on the water, rolls real nice, but again, it's just winding and yeah, but up here it's stop and go traffic. I can't wait to get the hell out of town and just get to PA and then
That's usually why I hit Route 9.
Yeah.
There ain't much
Right.
traffic.
You're just in the stop and go.
yeah, right. But
And it was on the northbound side, Danny.
anyway, what we
I know,
got?
I was in the fucking 300.
Somebody's texting me, Dion. Why I just called the number and someone tell me Rick washes balls.
Was washing balls?
Christ.
You got the right number then.
Anyway, that's right. That was the right number, Dion.
That was the right one.
Yep. That's cranberry pear or cranberry peach.
Why is that fire?
There's
But I like
more
the
under
idea
there.
of
He's
that
got
wrist-
it.
that wristband.
He's got
I
that
like
card.
that. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that's a great idea.
That's a cool idea.
Why does that fireball sound so
Yeah, that's a great idea. This thing's really cool.
Oh.
And again, we got two of these things. We're going to figure out. We got two $35 wristbands for something for somebody that we're going to try to figure out here. Welcome Shane and that's Drew.
Family just
Drew.
How are you?
Oh, there you go.
I told you.
People, shout out!
Drew Biederman. He was the guy who put together the polar bear plunge. He did the polar bear plunge with us. He was instrumental. He brought that up to Sturdy and I. The first anniversary party. Right after that, said, "Hey, I'm instrumental. I do the Special Olympics polar bear plunge." So we talked about it all year. He came up with the idea for the flag and stuff like that. So yeah, that's Drew. He's big on feet.
Sorry, guys.
I got it.
I put her in the chair.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Someone's in the house!
Somebody hide that fucking egg.
She had a brother who could have given me.
Easter's over, brother. Come on, Shane. Come on.
535 comments, can't be wrong.
Yeah.
It's not fair when she asks me if I'm drunk. You know?
Anyway, Shane and Heather are here, so from Arizona. We got a lot of hustle and bustle. We got Pete and Lori here, Jamie and Wendy, Vern, Kelly, Matt, Jay. Jamie, you got Matt. Oh yeah, you got you, Bobby. Shane's here. Mike, Miles.
Way more
6 feet up, not 6 feet down. That's good.
And how can you miss Nicole?
Yeah,
She's your wife. Come
Oh,
on.
Nicole's back here too. There's Nicole. So she's always here.
She's not the
Nicole's always around.
She just doesn't usually come down.
She doesn't usually come to the cave now.
Come on, Nicole.
But anyway,
Hi, Nick.
where's Nick?
No, Nick, you're actually
Oh, okay. We got a couple more beers we're going to try here. We got a grapefruit pale ale, so if there's no grapefruit allergies. Oh, yes. We got some dogfish head.
Okay, excuse me. Pardon me?
Do you guys get dogfish head out? I mean, it's a big beer.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We got dogfish head. We got some of that
We also
local.
have
What's
Fordham.
in the cooler?
We just had this one.
That one over there.
Crash in IPA.
That's Gypsy Lager is what I got.
What's the green one?
What's in the cooler, Pete? What'd you bring us, Pete?
That is
green apple.
That's Jolly Rancher green apple.
Johnny,
Beer
got
apple.
No, I'm in
Yeah,
control.
I know.
Yeah.
this is apple.
I'm pulling it out. Hey,
This
I'm
is
in
the
control.
quintessential apple pie.
Yeah, I have it.
Where's my cranberry peach?
It just went away.
Check pop.
What you lose, chicken right?
Yeah.
It's better shape than.
Oh, it's in front of me. There you go. Cole, what are you saying?
I already tried that.
I know that.
Today is a good day.
Guys, we got Grotto's Pizza. We got roast pork sandwiches. We got some cheesesteak. You guys want something? You want to talk with us? Let's get some food.
So let's ask you guys. You guys want to do Mad Max on Saturday?
Saturday? Sure.
Let's do Mad Max on
You want to do it
Saturday.
afternoon?
I got an arm.
Let's Saturday.
Is that moonshine?
It is moonshine.
DT said, "Where's the DT said, "Where's the party
evening?
after?"
You want to go? You want to
Let's
get
just
some?
figure out karaoke.
Huh? Karaoke tomorrow night at the Christiana Pub.
Okay.
There you go. That's what we're doing.
Jamie.
All right.
We're going to Hughes.
Okay.
Hi, Shane.
Hello.
They do karaoke from 9 until midnight, or 9 until 1 at the pub.
Let's do it now.
Hi, 4.5.
Now and then? It's right
Yes, 9.5 out of 10.
Right now.
How'd you sneak past me?
Well, if we were on
I
Saturday, if
missed
everybody
calls.
gets together.
I wasn't looking at him.
Right, there you
Well, you guys want to take a quick loop? You guys want pizza? You want pork sandwiches?
Bees are
We'll go and
buzzing.
get some food.
All right,
I'm
let's get to
trying to figure out
food.
what we're doing on Saturday so we can let everybody know.
All right, yeah.
We can,
We're gonna powwow here a little bit. We're gonna play some music. Guys want to hang around for a couple cool songs or two? That's cool. Give us about 10 minutes or so. We'll be back. I know I just said that, but we'll be back about 10 minutes. Let's get some food. Come back down here and enjoy some Delaware treats. And let's put a plan together for the weekend. Come out and hang out with Heather and Shane. So I'm glad you're in town. I'm glad you're here at the house. And looking forward to hanging out with them this weekend. So. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
take my pants off. I'm not sure.
Nick, you got some music?
Yeah. He's so comfortable in his manhood, he'll take your pants off.
That's, you know, you got to pay for that kind of action. That's some good shit.
There's white.
Delaware.
Delaware beer. We got a couple. We got five small lunch left. We got some oysters left.
I would have,
You know how cool it was to see fucking 36 packs and only some 30 packs here. I was like, what? Like 6 more beers? Great.
I'm still going to help you. Shut up. Take the help.
Good thing. I need the jerky.
All right, who did I miss in the hut?
Oh, how getting on? How are you, dear? Good. How was it played in? Was it all good?
Yeah, it was good.
Cool. I know wintertime it can really suck around here, coming in like Philly and stuff like that. It can be a little tricky all the time.
It was actually good. I turned it on.
they won't let you sit on the fucking thing anymore.
You're
They just
just
stand there.
saying
All you can be able to sit on the curb.
Let's hear what
I gotta say what I don't like is
not having control.
I don't like
Well,
they have a free lot, but it's a pain in the ass to get inside water and fucking
Been waiting for this day.
I know.
I had a buddy of mine.
Oh no, absolutely.
Billboard
Sip,
accident.
sip, pass.
And he looked fucked up. He healed like a crazy. Same age. You're a weekend. My God.
Okay, cool.
Well, you're young. You're not getting healed slow.
Yeah.
Which is odd. Could it be the
But what I was going to say was,
cable
you
from the
don't
TV?
want to fly into Chicago from the east.
Unplug or plug? I've been there for a long time.
Hey, and you got that one out of the way. You're set for life.
Well, I said, I'm mad at Mike earlier, so does this mean I don't have
This is just the beginning.
You hear this thing. I swear to God, you really want to be around Florida. But between the million and James, people around yeah, I'm not going to be say, let's go get some food.
Yes, please.
I know they will find up that window in there.
I got to go.
We don't mind our
Yeah, if you don't mind. Please. Mike, where's your trash at? I'll take it right off the yard. Watch yourself.
All right, Jeff, let's go.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. All right, make our way. We go bathroom? Yeah, I'll go right on the way.
Behind.
Yes.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we'll say that.
Hurry up, bro.
and that's why I love your
Nah,
wife.
he doesn't. Hi, 4.5.
What's up, Shorty?
I resemble that remark.
I say that too. People say something like, hey, something that work.
And then, like, yeah, hi, shorty. Y'all aren't that tall.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget that.
I may be short, but I will keep the shit out of your
Oh, please, we're having technical difficulties. We'll be back up in a second. The handshake should put the audio in it. You getting video on the TV?
We have video on TV, yes. If you guys are wondering what's happening, we're just eating some Grano's pizza, some Ionone's roast pork sandwiches. Got a Valley's cheesesteak, got some tasty cakes, got some Hearst tater chips up there. Nick brought those in, so
tater chips.
We're just grabbing some grub and hanging tight. So give us a couple more minutes. We're getting ready to go back on, and we probably got another half hour, 40 minutes to kill, and we'll break off. Let you guys go have a good night. If you're hanging in there, we certainly appreciate it. Like I said, we're excited. Heather and Shane Potts are in from Arizona. They just flew in about 6 o'clock. She texted me when they got off the plane. Said they were en route. Jamie and Wendy picked them up, brought them right here. Like I said, just to recap, we've been talking about following up on Miles and Mike's motorcycle accident last week. Just kind of common sense, safety stuff, protocol, procedure, what to do in case of kind of thing. Riding season's here. We want to make sure that everybody's as safe out there as we can be. And again, I keep saying it, but I can't stress it enough. We're not trying to preach. We're not trying to do as I say, not as I do kind of thing, because I don't always wear the right gear. I wear a helmet. That's one thing I do. I do myself. But in general, it's just kind of.
You just said do.
Yeah, do.
I think my
just be mindful. There's a lot of crazy fuckers in cages out there. Nobody's paying attention, man. And my daughter's one of them. I mean, she's not one of them. She's a teenager who is attached to the phone.
So you just caught yourself there.
Yes. So she's not one of them, but she's vulnerable to it. Let me state it that way. Everybody's attached to their phone, including me. I live and die by my phone. I find it hard to stop myself sometimes when I'm not in my Silverado. If I'm in another work truck or something like that doesn't have Bluetooth, I got to catch myself. I got to put the thing down. Distracted driving sucks. Thank God my daughter is a godsend. She actually freaks out if I pick up my phone at a stoplight and the light turns green. She's like, Dad, pay attention. So whether or not she's doing that because I'm in the car or what, she seems to be really good at it. But yeah, distracted driving sucks just all around in general. But it's one of those things we have to navigate. We're out there on two, and we have to be mindful because others are not. So, goddamn, that Grotto's pizza is good. That's good stuff.
There we go.
Nick's been working diligently. I think we got her.
Hey, what happens when you turn it off and turn it back on?
Yeah, that's right. Don't stop. Nobody move. But we're devising something that's coming up this weekend with Heather and Shane being in town. We don't know what it is. Like I said, it's kind of a free-for-all with them being in town. Whatever they want to do kind of scenario. So we may drop something Friday afternoon. We may drop something Saturday mid-morning and say, hey, not that we expect you guys to jump, but if you aren't doing anything and you're in the Newark, Wilmington area, Fair Hill, Maryland, we may drop something and just have a big old get together. Trying to figure something out. We're all about helping others, raising money, things like that. Maybe we could do a little something with those guys in town. Maybe a couple bucks a picture with them, and just give Miles and Mike a little something or other to help them out because they're in a bad spot right now. Neither can work, and like Sturdy says, $20 is $20. It's just one of those things. So maybe we can do a little something to help them out. I'm going to talk to them, see if I can help them out personally myself. Get them through a little bit of a rough patch here. So they're our people, they're our friends, they're our family. We love them. We're glad to see them in the position they're in. we wanted to bring him in tonight because we talked a lot about him last week, and we just wanted to show you it's no bullshit. I mean, they're good people. We care about them. I was sitting at Jeff's shop down in Independence, Chopper in Newark, and I got the phone call from Lori and Chuck Bulger both, and they let me know that Miles was down, and it was 15 minutes I was at the hospital. I'm not bragging. It's just that's what I wanted to do. You know, that's how we react. So we made it happen. Thank God I was only a couple minutes away, right down Old Barnum Pike. And it was just support. You know, whether or not, again, they both knew we were there. Thank God. But you don't know that going in. You pull up to the hospital emergency room. Miles is in triage. You're like, oh my God, head injury.
Critical.
You know, right? What the fuck am I walking into? I've seen my brother Jeff involved in a Jeep accident a few years ago, and he was not in as good a shape as Miles was. But it was good to see them both in triage, getting the care they needed, and thank God it wasn't worse than what it was. And like I said, we hung out and made sure they were good to go, and had a couple scares of our own, just visually seeing what we saw. Nick walks in and they were getting ready to transport Miles. You said?
Yeah.
They were getting ready to transport Miles to a room.
A half an hour earlier, he was sitting in there complaining that he was hot, and he was basically kicking his blankets off, complaining that he's hot, and so I stood in there for like 10 minutes, as he's kicking his blankets off, and he's like, and I'm seeing his twig and berries flying around. So then I'm like, all right, Miles, I'll be back in about half an hour. So I went back to Mike, and so I stopped back in there, and I walked back in. Now the room was lit up bright the last time I was in there. I walk in there, it is pitch dark, and he's on a different gurney, and his head's wrapped up in a towel, and he's tucked up like a mummy all the way around. And I'm like, oh.
So picture that. He goes from basically laying...
Right, and he's kicking around.
Comfortably on a gurney to now tightened up.
Well, no, he wasn't comfortably on a gurney. He was kicking around. He was hot.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I come back in a half an hour later. Yep. He is laying dead still, wrapped up like a mummy.
Tucked in.
And it's dark. It's not like the lights are on. I'm like, oh.
It's like they shut the lights out and moved on.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I walked over and I'm like, Miles? And he didn't say anything. I said, Miles, huh?
Right.
I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, and you
I said, what's going on? They're moving me to the room. I'm like, oh, thank God.
So here he's wrapped up thinking, oh my God, that's he wrote the final check kind of. That's crazy.
That scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like I said,
because I didn't want to have to be like, hey, Miles is gone.
Yeah, right. Yep.
I don't
exactly. Don't want to make that phone call.
That.
Like I said, we see it all the time, and I got to be honest. I think social media is a blessing and a curse. Riding for years, you never really had up until the past 10 years. Bike down, check your people.
Every damn day.
We're involved in these pages now. We're on Harley Riders of Delaware, the 6Bs. We're on all these different pages, and there's guys riding on bikes all the time, and you get a post, and it's like bike down, Middletown, and you've got 20 friends right off the top of your head that live in the Middletown, Newark area. 5 of them were riding, and you're like, holy shit, and it's like you go right to, maybe it's human instinct, you go right to worst case scenario. Hey, my buddies are down, and I do that often, and it is someone's friend, someone's loved one. This time it was Miles and Mike, and it's just like, but it seems like it's worse. It is bad. I'm not saying it's not bad, but I think that the social media side of it makes it seem like it's more than what it is. I don't know if I'm saying that right, because it's certainly something, but it seems like it's more common. But then you turn on Facebook and Jesus Christ, you got 2 or 3 bikes down in a 10-hour period on a Saturday, and you're like, Jesus Christ, sometimes they're the same guys, same group, and just being reported 2 different ways, 2 different hours. There's a 3 or 4 hour delay. You're seeing your Facebook feed. Bikes down, Middletown. Bike down Summit Bridge Road. You don't, unless connect the two. So I think social media plays a big part in the we'll see the stress or the anxiety, but you know it's much more prevalent because back in the day you get a call at your house phone that a bike went down. It wasn't instantaneous, bike down, real time. Holy shit, it's going on. Chopper in the air, that kind of thing.
It wasn't 3 times a day.
And it wasn't 3 or 4 times a day. You're exactly right. Yep.
Well, yeah, like that last one that was on Summit Bridge Road.
Oh yes, with and I apologize. It's Battles.
I can't remember
Kid
what his
named
name
Battles.
was. But the first thing I thought I was like Bobby.
That's right.
Because we live like right next.
You
to
guys are right there, exactly. So you hear anything to me, that's where I focus on. You hear Summit Bridge Road, and I associate that with Summit Bridge, Middletown to Newark, and I'm thinking Nick's right there, Bobby's right there. Everybody's down in that area. I hear Stanton. It's you guys. Right. It's Keith Brown. Right, exactly. There was an accident in Ellesmere a month ago. Black bike
bicycle.
It wound up being a bicycle, yeah. But again, it's whisper down the lane. Bike down. It was this and that, and it's like, shit. Keith Brown lives right over in that area. You know, let me hit him, and then he's working, so he doesn't respond, and it's like
everybody's freaking out.
Yeah. So then it's the unknown. You just don't know. So. But yeah, it's something that's like I said. Well, you can tell it's on our mind. It's what we're going to talk about for an hour.
Well, I've learned from Miles' accident that I ain't doing no more wheelies. I'm a grandfather. Right. I'm a grandfather. Yeah. I'm 55 years old.
No, amen. Absolutely, I agree.
And no more fucking wheelies.
I'm grandfather.
And, right. And I'm fucking gearing up when I ride.
Sure.
Which I never did.
You old? Right.
Wendy did, but not me.
Right.
And from now on, fucking,
right.
I'm going to gear up.
Gear up. Oh yeah.
Yep.
No, I hear you, and I got to be honest. I mean, I plan on it. I really do. I don't have a light leather. I'll probably go shopping for something that I can get that'll be a little more something than what I've been wearing. Right. Maybe a heavier flannel than I would normally wear.
Kevlar.
Might be a little helmet.
Kevlar, yeah. No, Bobby wears a Kevlar. Yeah, right, exactly. A helmet. I mean, just a certain thing. So
they got this stuff now that's it's basically the same material that they put in the gloves. It's impact material.
Right.
So basically, it's nice and flexible. All by itself, but if there's an impact,
like a gel?
No, it's a fiber. So
okay.
when it impacts, it basically turns into almost like Kevlar.
Okay.
So they make them in almost like a spandex.
Okay. It
goes all the way down your legs, and it has a little bit more protection in the hips, a little more protection in the knees.
Right.
But if you go down, your jeans will rip, but you won't get a hole in your leg like Mike has.
Because it will sustain the.
We actually about a month ago at work started using those gloves, like the guys that handle steel.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Right.
They have the gloves.
There you go, multi-purpose.
They're really thin. They're stretchable. You can feel everything, just like it's a bare hand.
You can manipulate. It's not like you're wearing gloves. Right.
Like if you squeeze the steel, you can feel that you've got steel in your hand, but the jagged edges will not cut you.
Yeah.
That's right. No shit.
Like I said to Wendy, I said, put your gloves on because if you walk out the door right now and trip, what's going to hit the ground first?
Your hands. Your instinct is to go hands.
Right.
That's right. You're not instinct is to go.
Yeah, I'm going to go head first.
I agree.
Gloves, helmet. I mean, fuck it.
Right.
Oh, we're not cool. We're wearing helmets and gloves.
Sure.
You know, fuck
all right.
I wear gloves in the summertime when my hands are sweaty.
I wear the ones with the fingerless ones.
I just bought a new set of. They're mesh topped. They have the armor in the knuckles, and they have armors in the right past the knuckles, and leather on the bottom, and they're perforated, so they breathe. So you have mesh in the top that breathes, perforated leather on the bottom, and it has a nice skid plate right at the palm.
Right.
And I mean they will cut they will cut a lot of air.
Right.
But they'll protect it. You know? I'd rather spend $80 on a pair of gloves than
they look like Miles.
No, exactly.
Look like Mike. He has those stitches all in his finger.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Sure. I'd rather have nice gloves than nasty hands.
No, and it's the same rule, you know, with tools and equipment and things like that. So, you know, it's
you're going to end up looking like Coco.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, I agree.
Fuck the being cool bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, it's more about your life.
Yeah, I've been riding too long for that.
You're a father. You're a grandfather soon. You know,
don't hide that from Shane. Oh, don't wish that on him. Do not wish that on him.
What?
Don't wish that on him.
I didn't wish him one. I said at some point.
At some point. That's right.
I am a grandfather.
Quick shout out.
So are you. Yeah.
Shout out time.
Quick shout out to our buddy Brady James, who's an up and coming Nashville recording artist. He's from the Eastern Shore, Maryland. Eastern Shore, Annapolis. Eastern Shore. He's from Annapolis area. I think he's in town. Actually, I know he's in town at some point this weekend. He may be in transit. He may be up here now.
He's in Annapolis now.
He's in Annapolis. There you go. He's in Annapolis.
He rode his bike, so let's hope for some sun.
There you go. I talked to Brady 2 weeks ago. He said he was going to be in town. I would love for him to come up here. You know, being a singer. Do I say musician? No, I say singer. I sing. I try to do what I can.
You're a musician.
But to sing, to be a fellow singer, I appreciate that. He's got a really cool spot in Tennessee. I believe it's a B&B or an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast or something.
Yeah, he has an Airbnb at Flat Rock Farms.
Flat Rock Farms in Tennessee.
He's in Lewisburg, Tennessee. It's southwest of Nashville.
Lewisburg, Tennessee. So yeah, he's no Potter. But yeah, Brady's a good dude. I've talked to him a handful of times. He's real good friends with our friend Jay. So I wish him well. I'm glad he's up. He's only a couple hours away. Brady, man, if you're on up, if you feel like taking a ride up, you know, let's roll, man. We got a lot of shit going on with Heather and Shane in town. It was I think I found out right before I knew you were coming up that they were coming in. Had they not been here, I'm not working Saturday. I'd have been on 2 heading down and maybe meet you halfway or something. But I hope to see you, man. It'd be an honor to meet you. I love the musician factor that you provide, and your tunes that I've listened to are really good. I can really appreciate that. So we have that kind of mutual bond, if you will. So shout out to you, Brady. I'm glad you're back home, I guess. So it's him and his father down there in Tennessee, right?
Yeah. And, they still have their place in Annapolis, so they come up here to visit every once in a while.
Oh, so yeah, so they're not regular, but they're regular enough to where we can maybe make a play date of sorts here in the near future. So now that I know that, that's cool. So other than that, we've what have we got going on? We covered all the motorcycle stuff we wanted to talk about.
We're going to talk about Ride to the Tide, possibly happening.
Oh yeah, possibly. Yeah,
is that going to happen this weekend?
Again, the
rain date is April
28th, I think.
28th or 30th or something.
Hang on, I'll look it up. Hang on.
Ride to the Tide, supporting Special Olympics. Delaware Special Olympics is this Sunday. It's kind of the capper to our anniversary bash. Special Olympics Polar Bear Plunge. Polar B, everywhere that you see down here on the table, it's covered by beer and moonshine. No disrespect to the Polar B, but he means a lot to us. But the Ride to the Tide is this weekend, supposedly. You leaving, Jay? See you, guys. Good seeing you, brother. Take care, man.
School night.
All right, buddy.
Hunter, I'll see you, buddy. Be careful, man. Be good out there. Tell your brother I said, hey.
All right, yes.
Yeah, Ride to the Tide is it's 1,000 bikes. It's a run to the Delaware beaches. So that may go off Sunday. We're still waiting in a holding pattern on that. Rain date is
28th.
the 28th of May or April.
Right here.
May or April?
It's right behind you.
Rain date Sunday, April 28th.
Oh, there you go. It's still in April. Okay, so the rain date is April 28th.
2 weeks.
I think that's going to be the date because it sounds like this weekend is going to really suck.
I'm just saying. It's still April. There's just as much chance.
No, yeah, exactly. The
28th,
the 15th, the 28th, it's all April. April showers. Bring pissed off motorcyclists that can't get out and fucking ride.
As long as the rain stops in April, goddammit.
I know, right? Yeah. So Ride to the Tide, it's a capper on that. Just to recap that, anybody who's just new to the page, we did the Polar Bear Plunge this year. Our second anniversary bash was devoted to Special Olympics. Thanks for helping Drew Biederman. He really put that together for us, put that on sturdy on my radar. We raised in excess of $10,000. By the time we paid for hoodies and things like that, we donated close to $8,000, just north of $8,000 in total. You guys stepped up again, crushed it. Speaking of that, little housekeeping, we still have hoodies in certain sizes available.
What kind of hoodies we got left?
We got the anniversary bash hoodies. It's the Polar B like Bobby is wearing. That's the shirt. Okay, he's got the shirt version. So whatever Bobby's wearing with the Polar B, it's got the anniversary, the date on the back. It's got the sponsors listed on the back. It's like a concert tee. 6B anniversary bash.
The only sponsor that's important is
That's right, Cryptology. So we got all our main sponsors over there: Summit CPA, Lawn Doctor Wilmington, Cropology, Forever Clean Delaware, Two Fat Guys, Swamptown Food Truck provide the food, Action Event, Special Event and Rental. They provided the tent. Greg and that crew. We've got hoodies. I know it's getting to be warm weather, but it's still fucking April.
Right.
It's still going to be cool all the way to May.
And also, anybody that's actually in the 6Bs is actually hearing this and watching this and like what we're doing, or if anybody that we're posting this someplace that's actually not in the 6Bs, which there's going to be some groups that we're posting that to, we're looking for sponsors.
Yes.
We're looking for business owners that are like-minded, that would like to get aboard and help donate, help make a difference in the community. Contact Buzz Live directly, and we can get the ball rolling.
Yeah, we look forward to that. We've got some hoodies left. If you're wearing the hell out of your hoodie like I am, and my family is, you might need a new one. You might want to gear up and have one for next year.
Need an additional one.
There's plenty. We're going to go all out fire sale, and we're going to go $20 a piece on these things.
Holy, $20? Are you sure? That's losing money.
I think $20. They were $35 during the bash. We had them there. They're sitting there collecting dust, but they're still viable.
Did you talk to Sturdy about this?
We spoke about it first.
20, and he was okay with it.
Yeah, we talked about fire sale.
All right.
What do you think? 25?
I'm all right. If you want to put gasoline on it and light it the fuck
there you
fire.
go. Light it on fire.
Asking him.
So I say $20. Let's get these things.
Because I know how much they cost.
That'll still cover. That'll still cover our printing costs. And you know what? Because it's Special Olympics, even though the Ride of the Tide is the cap on it, it's the start of the next year. We will. We will put Black Dog.
Come on,
what are you doing, Mr. Sailor?
Come here, Mr.
Here comes my dog. What's up, little buddy?
Mr. Sailor.
That's my rescue pup from House of Hope. Hey, what's up, little buddy? Oh my God! I love my dogs.
Come here, buddy.
Mr. Sailor. $20, guys. You guys want a hoodie from the 6B's second anniversary bash? If you were there, you want to back up, let's go. We got select sizes. We got select sizes, $20 a piece. So hit us up on Messenger. Don't do it on Facebook. Do it on Messenger, and that way I can track all this shit.
And just remember, $20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
Get yours now, and that way it will be nice and fresh next winter when winter hits them like fucking October. So let's do that. I think we probably got about 75 left, so there's options. Here come the party. Here come their buddies. Here come Gimpy McGoose Knuckle hopping down the step. Here comes Matt, my grandpa.
Oh yeah, $20.
Hopping down the high trail.
I was running away from the question is, has anybody seen your knees and been like,
yeah,
congratulations on your promotion? No, the bandages. Like,
no,
the bandages saying
what's the highest
congratulations on
bid
your promotion.
Oh, yeah.
I work hard out of 10.
Oh my God.
Highest bid is stick of potato chips.
But anyway, Jamie's trying to put them shit.
I was going to say for free. Where's the potato chips?
Jamie said, I got all these chips and
tell
no dip,
everybody
and
we're
he was
back.
going
We got about another 20 minutes, half hour we're going to go. Shane Potts in the house all the way from Arizona. I would say the area code, but I don't know. What's the area code?
We're 480. We're on the east side.
480 east side. Oh, shit.
He has a wife too. She's just.
Where's Heather?
I know, all you guys like my wife, not me. I'm just
We all like Shane.
Heather.
Look, it's Heather Potts and her husband.
So Heather and Shane came into town all the way from Arizona, so hang out with us. So yeah, good stuff.
What was that?
Arizona.
Arizona.
We're gonna try another beer.
Don't forget you got to hold.
I got that Gypsy Lager. You know what? We're gonna roll with Fordham again. We're gonna go Gypsy Lager.
Do you need a charge cake?
I got one on my handy dandy yellow man.
I got one on my purse.
You got one on your purse? I got you in my pocket.
What's this? Hey, Mike.
Yeah, but can I snag it? Oh, what's that? Oh hell! Here we go. This is some Arizona voodoo shit.
It's the best way to open a beer when you don't.
Oh, hey! Like a my champagne up in this. All right,
That's some classy shit.
that's some classy shit. All right, well, let's go. All right, so I'm just gonna pour these.
That's a shot glass right there.
Sure you're gonna pour
$1 shot glass.
Last time I was here, last time I was here, Mike was barred for pouring. Nick, I thought Mike was barred for pouring.
Yeah, well, anything that's like stout. Yeah, you can't pour
You're doing
stout.
this correctly.
All right, go ahead.
There you go.
Go ahead.
My mom was a bartender. She loved
it.
Nick,
One's that?
this is Fordham Gypsy.
Longer.
How many
Gypsy
more
lager.
have poured?
Also known as the.
Hey, it does. We got a bunch of them over here.
Except the $1 shot glass.
Now, you want to try the grapefruit?
Yeah, I want to try that one.
Shane needs
Coco's jumping the gun. We're going to try the Gypsy lager here in a minute. XL with my beanie. All right. You guys got to message me because I will not be able to follow the 1,000 comments that are here. So please message me. Text me if y'all got my number. Message Buzz Live. Call. Who wants a Gypsy lager?
Here.
Here.
Who's
Cheers.
got another Gypsy lager?
Whoa, that was a save right there.
What happened to Fireball?
Fireball. You had a bucket of Fireball.
I think we're out of Fireball.
We're out of Fireball?
I got a whole thing of Fireball up here, I think.
I was going to
We
bring
got it. It's a big party here. We're just hanging out with you guys and us and everybody. So,
Jamie, I just looked back and saw you looking at me.
It's a swirl. What the hell is that? Look at the head on that.
Send more! Send more!
Anybody need one over here?
It's empty.
Gypsy lager?
I'll try the Gypsy.
All right, need two more over here.
Corona Light. I'll take a little sip.
Go right ahead. Don't mind the cold sore.
If need be. Heather's a seasoned veteran at this. There's another one. This is another Fordham Brewery option out of Dover, Delaware.
I don't care for you.
We went all local tonight. Like I said, I went Ianoni's roast pork.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Roast pork sandwich with sharp provy, broccoli rabe, long hots on the side, with Rano's pizza. We did some Maui cheesesteak. Anybody else?
Shout out to Chris Stinson. That mushroom salad was amazing.
Oh, Chris Stinson, my brother Chris Stinson. Mushroom salad is banging. I broke it out tonight. It's really good. So,
cheers!
Come on, Jim. Look, here's you guys.
Put them down, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Put them down.
AZ.
Let's review.
Hi, Ron.
That's good.
It's very light.
It is lighter than I anticipated.
Yeah,
That's because your cup's empty.
I had anticipated more hops, and yeah, that's good. That's tasty.
Yeah, it's not hard going down at all.
Easy
No, it's not.
drinking beer.
That's got
that's
my
good.
vote over the first one.
Yeah, I gotta say, Coco provided me this Crash Zone IPL Indian Pale Lager.
I didn't like it.
It was all right.
I think you don't like. No, I can't.
Thank you.
It was better than that shit we had last week.
I couldn't. Oh, that fucking. What was that?
Look, the blueberry and the
Blueberry.
That blueberry shit was
It tasted like bacon bits.
that
Anybody was here last
Really,
week?
Jamie?
Remember that? That was brutal.
Mike, was that the blueberry you had up in your fridge?
Yeah.
That was good.
No.
No.
Yeah, that was not
Hell
good.
no. You can have
I'm
it.
noticing we haven't had any comments from Sturdy. Where's Sturdy?
He's out.
He's
He's taking me out to the ballpark. He's in Boston. What's that? Where are you all hanging out? Ike, we do not know yet.
The reason Matt has noticed there's no
What's up,
comment
Dave?
from Sturdy is because
we will not know.
See if I buy you another beer.
Hold up. It's going to be almost a game time decision, meaning an afternoon announcement for a nighttime event, get together kind of thing. We got a couple places in, or actually say, Heather and Shane have a couple places in mind they want to hit. We just have to logistically put it together. So it's going to be a lunchtime announcement for a 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening type thing. We don't mean to shortchange anybody.
It's all fluid.
But
just pay attention.
We got 6,000 people local here. We should be able to represent wherever the hell we go on a Friday night. Saturday, excuse me, Saturday night.
It'd be nice to maybe
on weekends. I'm not trying to throw it away.
Go to Valhalla.
What's that?
I would like to go to Valhalla.
I think Valhalla's a great idea. Yep. So we can
remember you got two crippled guys that are going.
So we got a few ideas we got to do here. So give us time. It's very fluid. Somebody said.
There you go. I thought I was riding it.
I'm riding this right.
I'm gonna ride on the handlebars.
There's only got 3 of us?
Oh my God. He's going to do the buck horns, the bull horns thing. Jesus Christ.
We gotta figure it out.
Wait, somebody's got a bike. We got to figure it out. I'll put a headlight back in the trouble head. We'll be
This
right.
I gotta see. The 4 of you on
Brand new
that.
bike sitting there. That no
What'd you say you ride a
I'll
cow?
take the thank you.
That's hard to say.
I can't believe
How many years the dog was going crazy?
Only 26 in the trunk the whole time.
Okay.
Bike just fixed.
That works.
Oh, is it?
I'll
Yeah,
put
why
throw
not?
her on the back of
Oh,
mine.
okay.
You can ride hers.
The fan.
Is there anything else you want to add? Nope.
I think
2
Miles?
plus 2 is 4.
Hold up. Anything
Bobby's
you want to say?
done.
Always wear a helmet.
Always wear a helmet. He's our helmet spokesman.
There's a revelation
Fucking
there.
Matt.
Holy shit.
If he had been wearing his safety glasses, this never would have happened.
Back
Do what he says, not what he does.
We are
Could
putting
you-
safety up all the
Yes,
time.
sir.
No more
Can I what?
fucking riding around with no helmets. Fuck that.
I
Could
just
you
want to
ask
say
Nicole
where
to
to
get
gear,
the
whatever it
mixers
is,
that's by the
whatever you choose to
toaster?
wear.
The new sticker,
Shot glasses.
the new B sticker's gonna have a helmet on.
Okay.
Victor's bourbon.
Dude, I'm-
Mr.
I'm-
No, the new B stickers
What's
on
that?
the bourbon.
It's a bottle of bourbon right by the right by the dumpster or right by the toaster.
The dumpster?
The dumpster's outside. The toaster.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me.
What's wrong with him looking at his hands?
Right, right,
With the
well.
helmet,
That's
will that be a mile marker?
Again,
Yes. Yep.
again, what I told you the other night, who are these people I hang out with?
He finally admitted.
What's that one?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's cranberry peach. Cranberry peach. That's a good one.
Pass it. Pass it.
That's tasty shit. Sip, sip, pass.
For that.
No, I'm not passing that shit.
That's tasty.
I have
Anyway, what we got? Hey, Heather and
I'm
Shane.
sorry for my part.
Where are y'all hanging? We don't know. We're back to that one. That blueberry shit was nasty. Yes, it was. Sailor was here for that. Sailor Crack Jerk. He's still in the house. It's good to see you.
Boston.
Joey Games,
Hit him up with that.
go on good on safety gear. Was that you I dropped the stickers off to, Joey?
After you kicked him off the table.
I think that was you I dropped the stickers off to today or yesterday. That could be you.
What's that?
I apologize. The days run together anymore.
Good call, Sugar.
That's happened before though, the cop show.
Shotgun Betty's off
Yeah,
for the
they
next week. We come back
Pulling the neighbors.
the 19th.
I still brought my Shotgun Betty shirt.
There you go. That's right.
They came in the day after.
So we come back. We're back at Rookies Hilltop on the 19th next weekend.
It'll be Shotgun Bunny.
Shotgun Bunny for Easter
Shotgun
weekend.
better. No, I had to order it.
If you tell Sturdy that, he's gonna wear that pink goddamn bunny outfit.
Oh, do it, Sturdy.
I don't break that.
Sturdy's gonna wear that pink bunny outfit from Christmas Story.
Then the waterproof was.
In our hands.
Oh, man, he's got a shotgun. We're gearing up for our parting shot.
Is that good?
Our parting shot this evening. We decided to do.
Unfortunately, Friday.
One second here. Yep.
Can I get one of them?
Oh, Heather's got it.
We got a little Michter's.
I'm so sober for you.
And this is kind of cool with me because this is from my buddy Mike Krempel. He brought this to me over the winter time at Hilltop Crab House.
Small one, small one.
And I'm a bourbon drinker.
That's not a small one.
It's tasty.
Hey, Matt.
It's really good stuff. So
Don't think, just drink.
I have to drive your ass to the
That sounds like a
hotel.
slogan.
Heather, it's called Shut the Fuck Up and Drink It.
That's that bag.
I've had those shots. I'm gonna get small one.
That's the big glass. Who wants the big one?
that's a big boy shot.
Who wants the big boy shot?
Cripple.
He's got it.
Crumple, there we go.
Heather, I've got your ass.
It's his choice.
I'm
He
not
wanted
drinking out of the
to.
bottle, but I'm going to cheers you.
You're drinking too.
I'm going back to my drink.
So again, guys, thanks for hanging out.
I'm sorry. Are we
still
ending
need
right now?
stickers sent to
Yeah, I think we
Afghanistan.
had that one.
Where'd they go?
Wait, who needs stickers?
Ah, yes. Kevin Trimble. His son is serving over in Afghanistan. Oh, we did
I
that.
thought he was on his way back.
Drink half.
I apologize. Something's up with
Kevin,
that.
send the address to me, myself, and I will send a care package
There you
with
go.
everything they need.
There you
I
go.
thought he was
So,
on his way
Beer
back.
included.
Last time we
No,
talked
you
about
can
it.
send me.
Already drank it.
Heather and Shane are very like-minded with us. That's why we play well together. I found her on Facebook a year and a half ago, and I said, "Hey, I think you play well on the page." And as silly as it sounds, it's one of these things where you didn't think you didn't think you start an online friendship, or they'd be sitting in your house, or you'd be talking about going to their house a year and a half later. So I cheers to that. It's one of those things where you stumble across something, it's fucking magic, and that's what we are. So here's the parting shot. You guys have a great night. We'll see you all Tuesday. Have a good night. Cheers.
Oh, now you saw it. There's Trouble. Trouble just walked in. He was on the phone and now it's here live.
Supposed to bring the fire.
Oh my God.
Hi, PG.
It's actually pretty smooth.
Our cousin,
Alright, we're still live, gentlemen, so if you guys want to say anything.
Yeah, we want to say.
Stop.
Where are your kids?
Come on, Lisa. Get in there.
Here comes the ball of energy.
Oh, hey, bitches! It's really good.
How are you? How are you? Your ass shot. Your ass is
Did you sit in somewhere?
right here. Right there's camera.
What's up, bitches? This is why they need to have me on more often. Do you hear the laughter in the background? I got this shit, yo.
Nice image.
Hold on. That's part.
I thought we were leaving.
We just get started, man. This is weird. Like, I'm glad you. Oh wait, no, I can't.
No, don't look there. Look there.
Yeah, I know, but like we.
You can't look over there.
Don't do that.
You gotta look at the bus.
She's like doing fucking shadow puppets and shit.
I understand the camera.
That's right. Oh my God.
Don't worry, she's just a little retarded.
Shut. Let's go, everybody.
You missed it. We were just here. We did this.
No. You're getting started.
Linda, look to your right, Linda.
Apparently, we're just in
Linda.
Linda.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I see the camera.
Okay.
I get it. I get how this works. I swear to God.
How's Heather and... No. That's how Heather and I are.
Miles!
Both in the lab. There you go. That's right.
You live.
Lab life.
Lab life.
I thought we were gonna break you.
Doesn't come back till August. Kevin's son does not come back till August.
I want to
Okay,
stick a
send me
potato
the
chip.
address.
Yeah, Kevin, send us the address.
And we'll get their packages out
There you
there.
go. We'll send them out to our soldiers overseas.
Yeah, you do. You can have.
Your names too.
Yes. Yep. Send names with that.
Names. I want names of buddies. We'll
Burns
send out
walking
more than
slow.
one.
He's holding on to the handle.
When Burns' hands go like this, you know he's drunk.
He was talking like this earlier. As you guys can see, it's yeah, Joey. That's right. I thought that was you. I'm glad you liked all the stickers I dropped off. You were right around the corner from me. I said I'm gonna save the postage. So, you guys rock. I appreciate everything you guys do. We're having a big old party.
Gotta wait 3 more minutes.
We think you're crazy.
We gotta go.
I know.
We gotta go 2 hours.
And I only
We gotta
had
go
the one
2 hours.
one shot.
Mike,
Yeah, what?
can I ask Shane and Heather how they feel meeting a bunch of people they've already known?
That's right. They've known online for a year and a half, and now they're here. Hi.
Hey.
We thank you guys for coming in. That's cool.
Like they should be nervous.
So.
I'm Shane. I'm an alcoholic. Wait.
Wrong meeting. Wrong meeting.
It's not that kind of meeting, Shane.
I'm glad you guys are
It's
here.
not that kind of meeting.
Save that for having us.
Well, welcome to my home. Welcome to Delaware. So we hope you have a
$3,000 to meet 100 people.
You're my boy, dude.
That's right. Exactly.
And we apologize.
Welcome to my home. It's going to be a storm here in about
I'm still in my work clothes. Well, I changed my shirt, but I didn't change my sneakers or my pants.
We're in the bunker.
That's
funny.
3,000 miles.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They came a long way. One thing I want to know. How was this? It was a good secret.
I hear
That was
Heather
the
talking.
biggest. I was. If anybody was paying attention, I dropped a couple little eggs over the past couple weeks.
I'm Cardinal Sin. Cardinal Sin.
I said you guys don't want to miss this. It's going to be a Cardinal Sin. Well, that's the Arizona hit. I put in
Arizona Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals. I put in the oceanfront property in Arizona.
Listen.
I put in when they left out this morning, they were heading this way. I posted eastbound and down. So we saw a couple people that said, "Hey, what the hell?" And I got to say, Lori and Coco were the first two to chime in. They mapped the shit out, and when I said we got a surprise, no, I posted the itinerary with no information. And I guess they inspected Crusoe and said 4.5 hour flight. Okay, that's going to be here in Arizona. So it was kudos to those guys. Lori's our resident travel agent, and Coco's just a 4.5 hour wonder.
It was within 4.5 hours.
I figured it out. He had to figure it out. He had to figure it out. 4.5 hours. So
They literally are.
they are. That's right. And they're happy, safe, and among friends. Right. So you guys have been great.
I'm like,
We'll see you
hey,
next
I don't know.
Tuesday
I feel like
night. We'll see you then. And we'll see you before that. Check us out
Saturday night.
Pay attention to the page. We're going to do something Saturday night. It's going to be cool. We can't wait to see everybody. So
Oh, I'm Coco.
peace.
Peace out, bitches.
I'm stuck on you.
Everybody say bye.
All right. Let's drink.